because I have a book out, I have an EP out, I'm talking to Howard Stern about it, and I'm really excited. I've heard a lot of things that Howard has said about me, and I'm grateful. So I'm excited to meet him and be able to talk to him, and I think it's going to be awesome. I'm going to have a lot of fun.
So what do you think Howard's going to want to talk about today? He's given you a lot of props in the past.
Yeah, it's great. I'm incredibly grateful. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous because he is Howard Stern. He is unpredictable, but it's going to be fun.
Sanjaya, if you remember Sanjaya, he was on American Idol. At the time, we got behind him to vote for Sanjaya.
Yeah, I think it was 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago. Has it been 2 seasons already?
It's 2 seasons since Sanjaya.
I always judge the passage of time. Oh, there's Sanjaya. How you doing, Sanjaya? Good to see you. Sanjaya was a contestant on American Idol. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
We worked hard to get you to be the American Idol, and we almost got you in.
You did plenty. You did more than your share.
Oh, he didn't win?
No.
He didn't win.
No. I thought he won.
I think the fix was in at a certain point.
Were you was you second?
No.
You were about 4th.
7th.
You were 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Got you almost all the way through.
That's right.
How old are you now?
How many finalists
I'm
are
19.
there?
You're 19?
There's 10 that go on tour.
Well, but what is the entire number of finalists for the TV series? Isn't it 25?
Yeah, 24.
24, okay.
You know, here's the thing. When you were on American Idol, everyone was goofing on you that you couldn't sing. And the idea was, hey, let's put Sanjaya through. But you passed the audition.
Yeah.
And I forget, what did you sing at your audition?
Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
Signed, Sealed, Delivered. They liked you.
Mm-hmm.
So it means you had an ability to sing.
Well, yeah.
And then somewhere along the line, everyone turned on you, right?
Yeah.
The judges turned on you. They turned you into a bit of a joke.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. You seemed like you took it, but you had to be in great pain over this when Simon and all of them were like almost laughing in your face.
Basically, Simon was saying you didn't belong there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's to a certain extent it was a little painful because I'm an artist. I'm trying to go out there and do my craft and then get like beat down for it. But on the other side, it's like these people are there. Simon in particular is there to be rough on you, to be just like you're here to be outrageous. But
you have a good attitude about it. I don't know that I would have. I would have punched him.
A lot of times, especially with the young guys or girls, you think, is it really okay to be beating up on somebody who's 17, 18, 16, being that hard on them in their formative years?
Well, isn't it true on American Idol, and you say this in your new book, that they give you a counselor after you're voted off American Idol, almost like when a guy gets out of war and they need when you get voted off of American Idol, it's a great deflation to your ego. In other words, here you've been in this America's most popular show. They're afraid some kids might hurt themselves, right?
Yeah, well, there's people that have hurt themselves just not getting through the first audition.
That's true. They take it that hard.
Yeah.
Did you go through a period of time like, oh my God, what am I going to do now?
No, because at that point I was on tour, I had gotten to the top 7, so I was like,
something
totally
was going
content.
to happen
I was
in your life anyway.
Jennifer Hudson was number 7, so obviously that didn't affect her.
What happened when you went on tour? You choose a couple of songs, you go out there, you sing a few songs every night, and they pay you well or no?
Well, they pay you for each show, and we do...
when you say you get paid for each show, what kind of money do you get for each show?
Well, I have kind of a warped sense of because my first job was American Idol. Like my first paying job was like the tour.
Where did you work before that? How did you make money before that?
I was in school.
Yeah, as a kid.
You were high school, right?
I was a sophomore in high school. So.
Go ahead. Yeah, so you never had a job. So what kind of money did they pay you?
It was pretty. I was able to right afterwards go to New Zealand and like move to LA and get my sister a Prius, and so like I was really comfortable. And then I realized after a while that you have to get more money in order to maintain it.
Yeah.
So,
did you spend all of your American Idol money? Do you think you were a little unwise that way?
Most definitely.
Because you shouldn't go out and buy your sister a car. You should probably just bank some of the money in case there are lean times, right?
Well, yeah, I banked some of it, but I was definitely literally my first paycheck before that was like working for family $2,000, and that was like, wow.
Right.
And then so I go on the tour and I'm like making legitimate money, and I'm.
Do you have no one in your life who would sit you down and say, "Hey, son, listen, don't spend all this money. Be smart about it. It's not going to last
So
forever."
you're saying a parent would have done that because you said
Right.
son.
Right.
Yeah, I had people telling me that, but I mean,
You didn't listen.
I didn't listen.
You got the money. You were old enough that they handed you the money.
Well, yeah, I was at the end of the tour. I turned like a week before the end of the tour. I turned 18. So,
But it hasn't been easy for you. Your mom went to jail, right? I was reading. Now, is that in your book that your mom went to jail?
I might have briefly mentioned it, but
She went to jail for putting you on American Idol?
Yeah. Can you believe this?
Actually, I fought her to go on American Idol.
Yeah.
She didn't. She wanted me to wait a year.
Did you? Why'd your mom go to jail? What was she doing?
It was overblown marijuana operation that she had for medical uses. She
Yeah.
was growing for medical uses
All right.
Where did she live?
in Seattle.
So she
They
didn't have a
don't-
marijuana operation. She had an operation that caused her to use marijuana.
No, he's saying
No.
she grew marijuana for medical
Right.
purposes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But in
Okay.
Seattle, is that legal? It's not legal.
Well,
No.
there's certain, it's a gray area for medical uses. So
Right.
it's,
Wait, so what are you, an Indian guy or what?
my dad's from India.
Where's your mom from?
My mom's dad's family is from Italy, and then her mom is English Irish.
So she's like a white type of broad,
Yeah.
and then your dad was an Indian, so you guys came up with kind of a mixture
Yeah.
over there. Now, I got to say, how's that sister of yours? I found her quite attractive.
Thank you. She's doing good. She's
Yeah.
actually, she wanted to call in, but I don't know if she's.
Why should she hog your airtime? You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's listening in her Prius.
Yeah. I hope she sold that at Prius and gave you back the money.
Well, I'm living in New York, so I'm not driving, but when I go back to Seattle, I get to drive it because it's technically my car.
She's quite attractive. She have a boyfriend?
Yes, she does.
She does.
Yeah.
And what's she doing with herself?
She's in Seattle right now, but she's writing music. She's working.
Is she sexually active?
I'm sure. I don't.
How old is she?
Do you think she's gotten it?
Huh?
You think she's gotten it?
Gotten what? Sex?
Yeah, the ween.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah?
How old is she?
She's 21.
She living with this guy?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
She
And
must
they're
be.
celibate, Howard.
Yeah. They're
she's-
saving themselves for marriage.
So he's doing it. You think that's our first?
No.
She's been around the block, that chick, huh?
Not around the block, but she's had previous relationships.
Now, you mentioned in your book, now I got to be honest with you, I thought you were gay.
Okay.
You
A
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people have.
I think you're a gay American, and I still think it. Because,
Really?
well, you're very effeminate. You know what I mean? You're a good-looking guy.
Thank you.
And you have a very slight build. And I say to myself,
You're going to make him gay. And he's not.
well, no, I assumed you were gay. You claim in the book you're straight.
Let me say something,
Yeah.
Howard,
Yeah.
because I, like you and many others, thought that too watching him on the show. But when he walked in here, I did not get a gay vibe.
Yeah, I'm not getting a gay vibe,
Yeah.
but then again, I'm the last one to know. I have no gaydar whatsoever. I'm so masculine in the traditional sense.
You didn't know I was on heroin.
I didn't know he was on heroin, and he's been on it for
And he's
years.
sitting right next to you.
Would you do me a favor to prove that you're straight? Will you fuck Robin right
Oh,
now?
stop it.
Would you mind?
It's not necessary.
Sanjaya,
It's
would
okay.
you mind? Would you mind giving her sex right now? She needs it badly. She had a trauma-filled weekend with Matt.
I'm sorry.
You can't do it?
Huh? I could do it. Unfortunately, I have a girlfriend. So
Oh,
It's
come
okay.
on.
I get in
It's okay.
trouble.
Robin, take off your clothes and let's start it in right now.
He could give me a massage.
Yeah.
Just don't get in a relationship with her. It costs you $800 for a bottle of wine.
You're not kidding. She's expensive.
Oh.
No, so when did you bang your first broad?
When I was 16.
16. See this? You see, I jumped to conclusions about
So
you.
you're watching him on the show thinking he's never had a girl. And he did.
16, you banged your first chick. You're a good-looking dude. I bet you can get chicks easily, huh?
I could, but like I said, I've been in a relationship for a year now. So
Look at you, banging chicks. The hell do I know? You really never kissed a guy? Never took it in the ass? Nothing. I bet you
my
guys.
God.
I bet you guys proposition you
oh yeah, all the time.
all the time. I can see that. Fred wants to talk to you about maybe sleeping with you. I don't know. He loves it. He goes both ways.
Nice.
But no kidding.
Color me disappointed.
Yeah. Good for you. Yeah, I don't get a gay vibe looking at you now.
Well, good. I mean,
Nothing wrong with being gay.
No,
I'm not-
gay people are
Wrong with being gay
awesome.
at all.
Yeah, right. I got no problem with it. I'm just saying that's what I figured for sure. So what, like, don't you think people who go down and audition for American Idol are a little bit wacky in the sense that, I mean, it is a wacky thing, right? To do this. What did you do? You woke up one morning and said, I'm going to go down to American Idol, or did you plot this thing out?
I had friends that were plotting it out, and like we didn't know it was coming to Seattle, so I had a group of friends that was gonna drive down to California, and they're like, "Oh, Sanjaya, come with us. We'll go and audition." I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like,
and your sister was in on this too.
Well, she didn't.
Around, did they not think they could actually sing? They were just like, "Hey, we'll make the show. We'll be goofy or something." It was
my choir, so like my school choir. So they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna get on. We'll all get on together."
You were in the choir in school?
Oh yeah,
and you're not gay?
Nope. Choir chicks are hot.
No, I know.
On the last show, so when we were doing this whole thing, when you were on American Idol, and we were like, "Hey, vote for Sanjaya," you had said, you kind of said, "Look, I don't know Howard Stern. I don't know anything about him. And I don't care about that, and that's not the way I'm going to win American Idol." But do you now think that maybe we did help contribute to your long run?
Yeah.
I know for a fact that a majority of the people that come up to me on the streets are people that say, "Oh, I'm a huge fan of Howard Stern. I'm a fan of you." Blah blah. And so
I voted for you many times.
We were behind you, and I never have voted in American Idol. I used to vote every week.
That's right.
I never voted for you.
Now, you were treated disrespectfully, and let me get your feelings on this. You, on the last show, you did a duet with Steve Perry of Aerosmith, who is a great, great guy.
Yeah.
That's Joe Perry. Joe Perry, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Steve Perry is not a great guy. He's from Journey. Yeah. I'm talking about Joe Perry. But you originally requested to do your duet with Ozzy Osbourne, and he refused to do it with you. Is that true?
Well, it was kind of like they were trying to set up a duet with Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know the logistics of it all.
But he said, no, I don't want to be with Sanjaya.
But wait a minute, I don't understand what happened. So you decide who you want, or do you know that there's a list of people who are going to be on the show?
I didn't know that I was going to sing with Joe Perry until the rehearsal. And I went out on stage, and first I saw him rehearsing with other people, and then I went out on stage and realized
he's with you.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So
deal,
and then after the show, I did the press tour or whatever. I did Jay Leno, and Ozzy Osbourne was on it with me. So
it was no big deal.
Yeah.
So when you go on American Idol and all this fame hits, and
everybody in the country practically knows your name.
Yeah, was it a good experience, or was it a bad experience because you started to become, hey, vote for the worst, vote for Sanjaya, this and that? Does it become like a goof, and you feel like, hey, everyone's goofing on me?
No, it's definitely mixed feelings while it's happening, but overall, it's obviously a good thing. I've been working in myself to be a musician my entire life. I hadn't actually worked as a musician, but I've been
You making money now still?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Give me what's going on. You got a book out.
Yeah.
Sanjaya, by the way, has a brand new book, Dancing to the Music in My Head, Memoirs of the People's Idols, in stores today. And you have a record album out.
I have a EP.
EP? What the hell is
now,
that?
What does that mean?
5 songs.
5 songs.
Yeah.
And where do I get that?
Amazon.com.
Oh, so you're selling it on there.
Yep.
And what is it? Dance music? What kind of music is it?
You can dance to it. It definitely has really good beats. It's world influence, very much so. So a lot of the beats are tablas or djembes or something like that. And then
are we going to listen to a little?
Did you write the music? Yeah. Did you write the music?
I wrote some of it. I had co-writers as well. My sister helped me write. A couple family members helped me write. So it's really been.
How far would you go to be famous? Would you appear nude in a magazine?
I've been asked this question, and it's a dangerous answer because it totally depends on. I would if it was a really classy magazine. I wouldn't do Playgirl.
You would show your penis and balls?
Depending on
Let's
how
say it was a classy magazine like Time Magazine.
Time Magazine isn't doing
They
that.
don't do nude,
No.
Robin?
National Geographic.
No, I'm saying, let's say it was an artistic endeavor.
Yeah.
You would show your penis and balls in a magazine?
In the future, done right, yes. I'm not very modest.
You're open to that.
I have a feeling you are very large in the pants if you would do that. Am I correct? You got a big hose? Be honest.
I haven't really seen anything else to compare it to. So.
Bullshit. You've seen guys in high school and stuff.
I did PE 1 year, and I didn't have to change in front of anyone.
You've never seen a guy naked?
Not accidentally at a party, but I wasn't paying attention.
How big was his penis? Was it bigger than yours?
His nickname was Frankie Footlong, and it wasn't an exaggeration. So
he was very big.
Yeah, so it's.
What are you hanging with him for?
Do you? So in other words, if you're willing to take your clothes off in a magazine, you would have to be large. No man who is small would be in a magazine if he wasn't. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Have you ever measured your penis or balls?
What kind of an?
Well, this is an interesting interview.
Well, I don't know. I know a lot of guys that have. It's not.
You never measured yours?
In the past, I have.
You have?
Not recently.
Were you more than 6 inches or below 6 inches?
I haven't measured myself in quite a long time.
All right. When you did measure yourself,
how old?
I'll tell you my measurement. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you my measurement if you tell me yours.
His 13-year-old measurement.
I bet you beat me at 13.
At 13, I was under 6 inches.
Fully erect?
Yes.
Okay. Well, fully erect. Now, I was an adult man. I was 6 inches. Exactly. Right, Robin? Wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I think you approached 6.
I was 45 when I was measured.
When did your cock stop growing?
My cock stopped growing when I was very young.
I was going to say, like, when is that?
I'm only 6 inches.
Because I'm hoping it's 50 or something.
And I'm 6'5". I should be 8 inches because it would look much better.
Hey, that would be proportional.
It doesn't look that good when I'm nude, I'll be honest.
You're not going to be posing in a magazine?
Oh, no.
Is that what you're saying?
No way. Not with my big belly and widespread ass, and there's no way. You know what I'm saying? So you say, so then when you went out on this tour, American Idol tour, a lot of girls hit on you and stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
And you didn't take advantage of it?
No, because
you didn't do the groupie thing.
I have time for group. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I wasn't really.
See, that makes me suspicious that you could be a little bit gay.
No, because I don't. I don't know. I don't have to just get all the chicks that.
You ever bang an older broad? I'm talking about like a 30-year-old.
No.
Nothing.
No, the oldest I've done is. 19 when I was 18.
19.
You ever fucked like a great grandma, like 55 or something?
Yeah.
What is that life like? Are you guys all living in one place, closed away from the world, unaware of what's going on around you?
Yeah, pretty much. We're pretty much just like in a bubble. Mm-hmm. And like every once in a while you can go on blogs and stuff and see. I didn't because it wasn't like just psychs you out. But
which one of those assholes wasn't nice to you on the tour who wouldn't talk to you and stuff?
Yeah, was that going on?
Yeah, there was somebody. I know you mentioned this in your book. One of them. I forget which. Who else was on your season? But you said when you were out doing the tour, so to speak, that here. Wait, I'll try and find it in my notes. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't know. I mean, it was. Really, like, it was very much like high school in that, like...
There were cliques?
There was cliques, kind of, but then they'd switch around.
Who was in your clique? Were there some people who were nice to you?
Well, there was, I mean, me and Jordan were both underage, and then the next oldest one was 23. Mm-hmm. So...
Here, this is what you say.
What did I say?
Blake Lewis called Sanjaya. Blake Lewis was the beatbox guy, human beatbox guy. A disrespectful little kid who was disrespectful of people's boundaries and didn't have a father figure in his life.
Shithead.
Lewis went on to say, why is this little kid that's just annoying on the show? I don't think he should have been on the show at all. It's just bad for television, terrible, terrible television. Did he say that about you?
He said that on a radio interview, yeah.
Yeah, now, in a radio interview. Yeah. Now, how do you deal with a guy like that after he says something to you? Do you walk up to him and confront him?
No, because it's not, I mean, on tour we were pleasant, like, it wasn't any kind of, like...
But he dissed you. Why do you take that?
He dissed me, but it's not... I mean, it's his own deal. I'm not... Like, I respect him. He's an incredible beatboxer, and he's a great performer, so it's not, like... He's got his... Like,
no one's questioning his beatbox ability.
You're very evolved, or or wimpy. I'm not sure which here, but you're very involved to
pick
say,
my
hey,
battles.
that's his opinion, and I don't care.
I could beat up everyone who had a bad opinion about me, but it's not. I mean, there's more important things to fight about.
You, all right. Well, he's more involved than I am. I would have gone up to this character and I would have said, hey, listen, I'm going to kick your ass.
Fat beatbox lip.
Yeah, and then he would have beaten me up. Let's go to Gay Ramon, who wants to say hi to Sanjaya. Sanjaya, I will play some of your music. I have one of your songs here. The book is called Dancing to the Music in My Head, Memoirs of the People's Idol. It's in stores today. And you had some help writing this, I assume? Yeah. You have a guy who works with you? Sanjaya's album, Dancing to the Music in My Head, is available at Amazon.com. Gay Ramon, go ahead.
Hey, Sanjaya, how old are you right now?
I'm 19.
19. Hey, listen, I got a question for you. Have you ever had your sweet pink butthole eaten out?
Oh,
nope.
God.
Nice.
No, can I be the first? Oh, my God, you'll love it, puppy.
Well, Gay Ramon, I know
Sanjaya.
You must get a lot of this, huh, Sanjaya, from gay guys. You know who's into Sanjaya and even went to his concert? Was High Pitch Mike, who just came out of the closet.
Yeah.
The guy who said he wasn't gay.
He said he wasn't gay, but we all knew differently. Well, Artie did. Sorry, Gay Ramon. He says he's not swinging that way.
But he is gay, by the way.
He is? How do you know?
How do you know?
He is. I can tell how I'm gay. My gaydar goes far, far away, and I can tell he's gay.
All right.
Sanjaya, what about that? Any truth to the fact that perhaps...
Have you thought about a guy at all?
That maybe you're closeted right now.
Yeah.
It's too hard to come out. That maybe in the future you might be coming out.
I mean...
Is it a family issue thing? Your family
No,
wouldn't
my
accept
family
it?
would be fine with it. I'm just not. Penises are weird. Like I'm not.
Sounds like the right answer to me.
Yeah, no, don't let your... I'm sure your parents have done things they're ashamed of. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not at all. I mean, my family's totally supportive. If I came out, they'd be fine. I'm just not. Like,
Did you bring your mom with you on tour?
I brought my sister. My mom was on the show with me.
Okay, your sister came out with you. Is she jealous of you?
I don't think so. I mean,
Didn't
I'm
you
sure
both
there's.
try out for the show?
Yeah, we did. I'm sure there's some kind of like, I don't know. She's older. I think that she didn't get enough like showtime. I think not enough.
I wanted her to get more showtime.
Yeah.
I should have had a movement to vote for her. I like her very, very much.
Thank you.
So let's take a couple of more calls. Irish John, you're on the air. Go ahead. You're on with Sanjaya. He was a finalist. He got to number 7 in American Idol 2 seasons ago. Go ahead, Irish John. Oh, that's not Irish John. Oh, it's Eric the Midget.
You picked up the wrong line.
All right. Well, Eric the Midget, go ahead. Eric
Are
the
you
Midget.
aware of Eric the Midget?
I've not enough to know.
He's one of the biggest Idol fans there is.
He even does his own Idol radio show, which is probably the worst radio show in the history of radio.
Little shithead lives in California.
Right. Eric, go ahead. Your question for Sanjaya.
Yeah, and Artie, you're the world's biggest shithead. Shut up.
You're on with Sanjaya, your dream.
Go ahead, Eric.
Although, Eric, I got to be honest, you used to trash Sanjaya on your show.
Yeah, he hated our movement.
Right. You were against the movement.
Right, but I didn't have the show back then.
I see.
The show I started during last season.
What does that got to do with anything?
Who cares?
Well, because Howard just said I trashed Sanjaya on my show, which this show didn't exist.
Oh, you trashed him on this show.
Oh, this show, yes.
Yeah, where people could hear it.
Right.
Well, I guarantee this week there will not be any technical problems on our JFSC.
This is about Sanjaya, not you.
Did you have a question for Sanjaya?
There is Eric right there, Sanjaya. You can see him up on the screen. Yes. Go ahead. Do you have a question?
Not really.
Oh, all right. Think about it.
Bye.
This is Sanjaya's time to...
Gives a fuck.
So, when your mom goes to jail, where is your dad?
Well, they were divorced. I was actually living with my aunt.
And then you drop out of high school?
I got my GED to do American Idol because my choice was either be enrolled in a high school and get tutored 3 hours every day, or get my GED and just do this. So I figured do the music thing.
Well, that's not so easy when your mom goes to jail like that. And you're living on your own almost, huh?
I didn't know that it happened until after it was over because, like I said, I was living with my aunt. So.
All right. Let's go to Jeff the Drunk. Jeff the Drunk wants to say hi to Sanjaya. Yes, Jeff the Drunk for Sanjaya.
Hello, Sanjaya.
Hi.
I voted
5,000 times for you.
Oh, thank you.
5,000.
He did, actually.
5,000.
Yeah, he was drunk and he did what he had to do.
And I listened to my boss.
Right.
Later.
All right, thank you. And we'll take one more call for Sanjaya. Let's go to Rick. Rick, you're on the air.
Hey, Sanjaya. I think girls of Indian descent are really beautiful, but I can't stand tons of pubic hair down there. So I just wanted to know, culturally, are girls allowed to shave down there? Indian girls allowed to shave down there?
He's only half Indian. Do Indian girls shave down there? Why wouldn't they be able? What do you mean, a religious thing?
Yeah, is that a culturally religious thing?
I don't think that they have anything against shaving down there that I know of.
All right, let's go to... That's the silliest question
These are
I've
the
heard.
craziest questions.
All right, let's go to Mark. Mark, go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now. You've never seen your sister naked, I hope, have you?
No.
You never have?
Like when we were like tiny in the bath, but not
That's it?
anything like...
Too bad. I'd like to ask you some questions about that, but since you don't have any expertise in that area, I'll...
My bad.
Yeah.
Ask all you want about Frankie Footlong.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
Peace and love, peace and love.
Peace and love.
There's no way Sanjaya is straight. There's no way at all.
Why do you say that?
Artie's got to throw something at him to get him out of the closet.
No, yeah, well, I only do that to staff members.
Sanjaya, what's your gay problem?
What, Artie, you getting any gaydar going off? I mean, you're the expert on this.
I'm the expert?
Yeah.
No, I listen.
You knew High Pitch Mike.
Yeah, but I knew High Pitch Mike went to the Madonna concert.
I can't believe High Pitch Mike isn't even here today.
Yeah, where is he?
He almost attacked Sanjay. He ran up to take a picture with him.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
And he's a big fan. Where are you, Mike? Get in here.
Right.
Mike's going to snip the couch when Sanjaya leaves.
Do you think American Idol's seen its best day, Sanjaya? Do you think it's over?
I don't know. It's hard to say because
Do you watch the show?
I do now more than I did before. Like I watched it every once in a while. Like I voted for Kelly Clarkson once because I saw her once and was like, wow, she's actually really incredible. But I was never really like every day all in it. And now I pay attention because I think it's important to see it, and it's fun to kind of watch it from a different perspective. But
you performed at a... all right. Did you perform at a bar mitzvah?
Bat mitzvah, yeah.
Bat mitzvah. Yeah. Now, how much dough can you get doing that? Can you make a lot of money being a bat mitzvah?
It depends on the father, really.
Right.
Depends on...
So what do? You show up, you do a couple of tunes, and you shake the kid's hands?
Yeah.
And you get a couple of bucks?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was beautiful. It was at a castle. It was,
well, a little princess.
A very good little Jewish girl.
Right.
It was a white castle.
Yeah.
All right, let me hear what you're up to musically here. What is this song I'm going to listen to? Let's see here. We have, where do we have the clip, guys? Oh, here we go. Sanjaya. This is called, I don't know the name of this song. A Quintessential Lullaby. Is that it? Okay. Here we go. Let me hear a little bit.
Label.
Where's that character Clive Davis? Is he working with you or what?
No, I haven't worked with him.
Didn't believe in you, huh?
Well, he's busy.
He's busy with everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a record company or what?
I'm doing it independently. I have an independent label.
Yeah, you got to get a record company. Send it off to a record company. What are you doing?
I'm
Get your shit together.
I'm sorry.
I'm just busting your balls. Listen, good for you.
Thank you.
You're doing your best. You're out there. You got the book.
Yeah.
They give you an advance on that?
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
What'd they give you?
A comfortable advance.
Did you get 6 figures?
Huh?
Did you get at least $100,000?
I think so, yeah.
Really? Oh, look at you. That's not bad. That's pretty damn good for a first-time book.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Why do you not know for sure?
You're like, okay, sure.
It came in installments. And yeah.
They added up.
Yeah.
All right, Sanjay.
They're keeping me a little bit of distance from me and my money, so I don't do what I did with last time.
Yeah, good.
So somebody's taking care of it for you.
Oh, yeah, be careful.
Who's taking care of your money? Bernie Madoff? Just be careful. All right, listen, save your money. Get out there, do your thing, be an artist, but be sensible
Any
about
acting
money.
aspirations?
Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah?
all right.
What are you going to be in a movie with Jack Nicholson? What's next for Sanjaya?
I'm not sure. I'm just kind of riding the wave.
All right, if a guy wants to hire you to do a private personal appearance, it's you and him At his apartment.
Private, personal appearance.
How much does it cost?
Is this a proposition?
No, not from me. Fred asked me to ask you that question. Fred, do you want me to ask that?
Like, what kind of a deal is this?
Wants you to appear at his house, bathing suits.
He wants to watch you fuck a chick.
All right, listen.
Chick.
Sanjaya's book, Dancing to the Music in My Head, Memoirs of the People's Idol. It's in stores today. He's here to tell us he's heterosexual, for those of you who are thinking he's gay.
Right, let's dismiss that.
He's got over a 6-inch hard-on from since he's 13.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's probably grown since then. Am I correct?
Possibly.
Possibly. You think you're at least 8 inches? You think you've grown 2 inches since you're 13?
I don't know.
Possibly.
It's possible. I don't
Wow.
know.
That's pretty good, Robin. And also you're here to tell us you're banging a chick currently?
He has a
I
girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend
of a year.
No one's seen her, but... So it was a good decision, and we learned that it was a good decision to go on American Idol. A lot of opportunities. And Sanjaya's book is called Dancing to the Music in My Head, Memoirs of the People's Idol. It's in stores today. And don't forget, you can get his album, Dancing to the Music in My Head, available at Amazon.com.
Yep.
Oh, it was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, finally.
Yeah, finally.
time.
Yeah, we always wanted you on this show. And say hi to that sister of yours.
Most definitely will.
Believe me, tell her I thought she was very attractive. Was she a twin?
No, she's 2.5 years
She's
older.
2.5 years older. That's interesting. Robin, make sure.
Awesome. What do you like about doing the show?
Just being able to be really real. Because, like, certain interviews you have to kind of be censored and be, like, yourself, but altered version is...
It's good to be able to say what you want, right?
So,
Now, how was it answering some of those questions? Well, they're a little tough at times, right?
yeah, but it was expected, so I had my guard up a little bit, but it went really well.
So you had a good time today?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, Ben, how was it to finally meet Sanjaya?
It's great. He's a nice guy. He definitely has a charm to him that I think comes across on the air and in person.
You've gotten manhandled for this guy, right?
Yeah, yes, I have.
Screaming his name
Yes,
out
normally
and-
when I'm mentioning Sanjaya, people tackle me and knock me down and everything.
Sanjaya, how is that, man? This guy would scream on, CNN for you and all the news channels.
It's awesome. I mean, I'm flattered. I am honored to have someone that would do that.
I'm flattered and honored also.
Make a nice couple.
Can I put him right here? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's
Cool, man. Hey, nice to meet you. It's great job on the show. Can't wait to see the book.
I do want to mention howardstern.com. Jason's been putting a lot of content up there. I particularly enjoyed this weekend Behind the Block Party with Stephanie, Ronnie's girlfriend, complete with pictures of Ronnie in the block party.
Oh, yeah?
That's a feature on howardstern.com. All right, good night, everybody. .com. Then there's like Ronnie's poem from Richie's wedding is up there, Walt Whitless. And
Really, we should have. Did we ever get a handwriting analysis?
oh, we did. I
We
think
did,
Well,
because his handwriting is outrageous.
Gary, what was the outcome?
We're working on it. We have a guy, and we're working on getting him in.
Yeah. Wait till he comes in because what this guy had to say was really disturbing.
Well, that handwriting is disturbing. I say you can tell a lot about a person by the way they write.
Yeah, take a look at Ronnie's handwriting on howardstern.com right now. And you tell me if it doesn't look like the letter a kidnapper writes to the family. I told you when I hired Ronnie.
Ronnie writes like a kidnapper. Oh,
I said, Ronnie, I get this. Ronnie had driven me to Hartford. He wasn't I didn't have a regular driver. Back in those days, no one was looking to drive me, and nor was any radio company willing to pay me to do that. Anyway, he gave me a ride to Hartford. I was doing a TV show. Look at that fucking handwriting.
It's scary.
Yeah. All right. I was doing this TV show where it was a stand-up comedy special where I was the host. It was in Hartford, and he drove me from New York to Hartford. And afterwards, I go, "Hey, he's a pretty good dude, this Ronnie. I liked him." And NBC decided to give me a driver and a car. And so, or was it a K-Rock? I don't even remember. Was that K-Rock or NBC?
No, he was still in. No, he was still in NBC.
NBC,
Really?
right? Yeah,
He got fired right after that.
right.
Oh.
And so, you know, when I got the go-ahead to have a driver...
You remember this guy?
No. I must have... I don't know, but Ronnie had written me a note to my home. He dropped it off at my home.
No, I didn't.
Where did he come into?
Don's office.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And what happened? Here's what happened.
No, you wrote me some kind of note at home that said, you know, basically, hey, I love driving you or something.
No,
one of those things.
No, I actually, what happened was, the first part of it that happened when we spent the whole day together.
Right.
And we wound up in that guy's house, remember? Because it was supposed to be, you were supposed to do this thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was a hurry up and wait thing like everything else.
Yeah, we had to wait at some guy's house. I do remember that.
Some general manager at a radio station.
Yeah.
And it was me, you, and Fred. And Fred's, you know, we got to talking a lot. Me and Fred.
Oh, yeah, Fred was there, too.
I think it was the TV station guy?
Yeah, it was the guy who owned the television station.
Yeah. We wound up at his house, sitting in his living room.
Yeah, in the woods. I remember that. It was a kind of a cool cabin-looking thing.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of time with Fred also, talking to him, you know, and I just gave
two loons.
Yeah, and I gave him
finding each other.
I gave him my business card, and I said, you know, hey, if anything ever comes up, give me a call.
Yeah, but there was some note that you wrote.
I wrote a letter to you, saying that I had been with you, and I said it was great, you know, and if you ever need service in the future.
Well, this letter...
Oh, stop it. It wasn't written in crayon.
Well, this letter was written in the same handwriting that Ronnie... You'll look on howardstern.com at Ronnie's poem.
Listen.
If you ever want to see the Lindbergh baby again.
Dude, I have a really shit handwriting, okay?
I mean, at first I thought, okay, someone's taking my kid and they, you know, they're holding him for ransom.
Oh, stop it.
All right, how much do they want?
Yeah, right.
Put $50,000 in a bag under the bench by the number.
Listen, I brought two of your kids home from the hospital.
I know you did.
I didn't kidnap anybody.
I know.
Calm down.
You're not even understanding the joke.
I understand exactly what you're saying. What
I'm not saying you are a kidnapper.
Yeah.
I'm saying
okay.
Well, I'm looking at this thing, and I remember saying to my agent, I go, listen, the guy, you know, he seemed like a nice guy, but look at his fucking handwriting. And my agent looked at me and goes, I don't think you can hire this guy. I said, he's maybe he got out of jail. I don't know if he went to school. Or I mean, it's like the block lettering of a fifth grader. Not even.
And it changes sizes and runs. It's very, very strange.
Can you make it? Hey, Gary, even that handwriting guy, what was he saying? Because I know it was sort of a preliminary discussion, but...
Hold on, let me find it. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, you got to hear what this guy had to say about Ronnie's personality based on the handwriting.
Do I care what he
Let me
says?
see that handwriting.
Well, you never care about it.
No, I don't care.
Look at it. Look, like every letter is like look at the Y. It's all...
I wrote it big like that, and here's the reason, okay?
Why'd you write my letter big like that?
I didn't write it like that.
You kind of did.
No, I didn't.
I'm telling you.
No, I wrote the
letter
in regular letters, but it was printed because I have the worst fucking script handwriting there ever is. Me and my mother have the worst, had the worst handwriting ever.
Well, anyway.
Like it's in the family.
Yeah, exactly.
It's inherited.
Yeah.
You can't change it. So anyway, I look at this thing and I said to my agent, there's no fucking way we can hire this guy. He's obviously either deranged or unstable.
Oh, stop it.
I'm telling you, this was the discussion, I swear on my life.
Yeah.
I was nervous hiring a guy with handwriting like this. Oh, here's what the expert said. I do handwriting analysis. I see many red flags in Ronnie's handwritten wedding poem. Yeah. The biggest flag is in the heading. The shape of the letter Y, yes, in the word by, has what is called a felon's claw. Because the lower part of the Y has a claw-like shape. People that make a felon's claw will pretend to have your best interests at heart, but will eventually stab you in the back.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
As soon as someone treats them nicely, they turn on them by doing something detestable. The last person I knew that used a felon's claw was my sister's ex-boyfriend. He ended up emptying a gun into his new girlfriend, killing her in front of her 17-year-old daughter.
Wow.
There are many other red flags with the sizing, spacing, margins, and pressure of his handwriting. Yeah, look how hard he presses down.
Yeah.
Presses down, it's a magic marker.
He writes angry.
Yeah. Howard, be careful.
I write angry. Yeah, okay.
It's only a matter of time before Ronnie turns on you in a dangerous way.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
Guy's an expert.
26 years, man. I guess you better watch out.
You are nuts.
I should have shot you a long time ago.
You're overdue.
Well,
you're way overdue, man.
Well, anyway, so my agent had a talk with Ronnie on the phone. He says, the guy's got a reasonable price because a lot of people were trying to milk me because they thought I had a ton of dough.
No, he actually called me into his office.
Yeah, that's what it was. And yeah. So, and,
he wanted to look you over.
I looked at everybody's pricing and I said, you know what? Money rules over crazy. I'm going to go with the guy who's reasonably priced. And that's how Ronnie got his job.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Ron. Governor Ronnie. What is it? Whatever your name is.
Gary, there's one other thing going on with Ronnie that Jason brought to my attention. He wanted me to talk about. So the guys are doing a show. Will and Jason do a show called The Back Office Show.
Yeah.
So they did the show last week, and I guess one of their segments is the overlooked news story of the week.
Right.
And the overlooked news story of the week was that Ronnie's girlfriend wants to get married, and she's got a plan and even a date. So I guess both Ronnie and her called into the show, but Ronnie says...
No, she didn't call in. I called.
You called in.
Yeah.
Ronnie says he's not getting married.
Every kind of conversation we've ever had, you told me she doesn't want to get married.
No, here's what happened, okay?
Go ahead, dude.
She was drunk, okay?
Yeah, right.
And...
That's the only way you could want to marry Ronnie.
Exactly. First of all, I love her to death. Let's get that straight. She's great, and we're having a great time.
So if you love her, give her what she wants.
And we're traveling, and we're having fun, and it's awesome. So she caught the bouquet at the wedding.
Right.
When Rachel threw the bouquet.
Right.
So, of course, Lieberman goes over to interview her after she catches the bouquet, but he's so drunk. He can't even. That's when JD had to take over the interview.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said she was planning this big party in May this coming May.
Right.
And that's for her birthday.
Right.
So I'm helping her do it, but it's not a wedding; it's her birthday party.
Yeah. Well, dude, look at it this way.
But what she wanted as a gift.
No, she's never. Listen, we've talked about this numerous times.
But she wants to get married.
No, she doesn't.
Dude. She said it. Even if she was drunk, she said she wants to.
All right.
What is it, Jason?
But we did. We talked about it, and it's not happening. She knows that.
Why not, though?
Because I'm not ready for anything like that. I don't know. Maybe.
When are you going to be ready?
Never.
Oh
Dude, you don't have that many years left.
Listen, I know. Whatever. That's what I keep trying to tell her.
But why not marry her just to protect her?
I keep trying to tell her that.
But what about to protect her financially? In other words, so that she feels like she's your wife and she can.
Well, I could do that anyway without getting married.
Yeah.
How
do you do that?
With a will.
Yeah, but that shit's up. Well, no, who's going to contest your will? Yeah. You got to write it in crayon.
My millions of dollars.
Not millions, but also like if there's any sort of benefit or any kind of like your home or something, then it would be guaranteed to her.
But even in the case that, God forbid, Ronnie gets sick.
Right.
She couldn't go visit him in intensive care.
Would you want to visit Ronnie in intensive care?
No, but
But that's true. If you're really in love with her. Something to think about.
Yeah, I know.
You won't make an honest woman out of her?
Ooh. I don't know.
I mean, she's certainly proven she's
Not right
devoted.
now.
How many years you been with her now?
Over 5.
Wow. All right.
We'll see.
He is the catch of the century. I've seen these women throw themselves at Ronnie.
No, he is a century.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Robin.
No, he's the catch.
You're not far behind.
Let's
fuck some hoes.
You're not far behind.
You got that right. She's catching up to me real quick.
Right.
I'll never catch her.
She'll never give up to Dickie.
Yeah, you got that right.
Right. Well, all right, Ronnie.
All right.
A lot of controversy swirling around that.
No controversy.
Right.
I called in and I explained the whole situation to
I would love to
Jason's
hear that.
I like Jason's show. It was pretty cool, actually.
That's why I heard good things about it.
Yeah,
a lot of people liked it.
A lot of cool shit, man. That you.
Are you? Someone told me a rumor you're writing another poem.
Yeah. I worked on it over the weekend.
Yeah. What's this one about?
What's the new inspiration?
It's. I don't have a real title for it yet. I'm trying to figure it out. It's about. It's kind of like the show in the hallway type thing.
Yeah.
What goes on out there in the hall?
Would you ever publish a book of your poetry?
Yeah, in crayon.
In Ronnie's
gotta
handwriting.
be in his hand.
Yeah, I'm working on it. They actually,
I'd buy that.
Fred asked me to work on another poem.
Well, it is autumn.
He took. Well, I'm not doing autumn.
Oh, sorry.
He already wrote winter.
It's about the.
But he's got 3 other seasons.
It's kind of about the show.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like when you write about the show.
Yeah.
All right, Ron. Thank you. There he is, Ronnie, the limo driver. He says no marriage for him.
Not right now, anyway.
Right. Eric, the actor's on the phone, but it's getting fatiguing. He's like,
what does he want?
I feel bad not picking him up every time, but I can't pick him. Eric, every time I go to the phone, you're there. It's like, and then if I don't pick up, I get all these emails. You don't pick up my phone. And... Eric, you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm calling because of the fact that you shut me down last week when I was trying to request something.
Yeah, I know. It's just sometimes it takes so long, you know. Like sometimes I have time to talk to you, but sometimes I don't. And you don't seem to get that I'm doing a show and I have a pace to the show. And I don't know. It's just difficult with you.
It would take a fucking retard not to realize that you're doing a show. I realize you're doing the show, jackass.
No, you don't, because then you write letters that I if I keep you on for 5 minutes, you're like, I only got 5 minutes and I had many things to say. You don't get that I do a show. So then you are a jackass.
No, I get it.
We sound
then
like...
why are you upset if you get it?
Because I get constantly asked by people on Twitter and on Facebook, have you called in today? People want to hear me on regardless if you think they do or not.
Yeah, but Twitter and Facebook, I don't care what people say on there. They're just...
They're your fans, you idiot.
Yeah, but I don't do the show by the 5 people who like you. Why am I explaining myself to him? How would he ever understand? When he gets a show to do, he does the world's worst show. Anyway, what can I do for you, Eric?
This weekend, this upcoming weekend, your guest for tomorrow is going to be a part of the TNA pay-per-view in Phoenix, Arizona.
Right.
I would like to be there at that pay-per-view, and I would have liked to have had Howard TV cover it, me being there, and I would have liked to have interviewed the wrestlers and the female and male wrestlers.
I've explained to Eric, I've explained to you before, some things we cover you doing, and some we don't. Like when we got you that TV show that you acted in, we covered that. One of your worst appearances, it's usually when you're interviewing people. You don't ask controversial questions. You don't even
ask interesting questions.
Yeah, you don't. When we write outrageous questions about people's sex lives and stuff, you won't ask them. It's boring, and we can't use the material, and it's too much for our budget to go out and cover you if it's going to be that bad. I've explained that. You're not willing to ask questions that are interesting. It's basically an opportunity for you to hang out with wrestlers that you enjoy.
Right, you get to meet people you admire.
Well,
that's not very entertaining for us.
Yeah, and you sit there and go, I love you.
And then you give them a list of all the movies you've seen them in.
Right. I mean, how many times have I explained this?
Can I make another point, too?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be our correspondent, right? So a correspondent we send to things that we think they should go to. You don't want to go to anything we want to send you to, but only the things you want to go to.
That's a good point. We need a guy who's going to get in there and ask, funny questions. And we're willing to write you the questions, but you're not willing to say them.
He's sort of using the show as like a travel agency vacation thing.
Right.
Like he really wants to go to this, so he'll say, well, I'll ask questions.
And can you imagine if we really did want to cover this event? Like, the hell he'd put us through?
Here's the thing. If you guys are thinking, we don't want to pay for plane tickets, I can handle that because one of your fans that I met at the Ronnie Block party shows she's a female flight, and it was Southwest and could get buddy passes for.
Yeah, but Eric, you're not understanding. For us to take part of our budget for Howard TV, like I would have to like I could probably produce another cartoon or something on Howard TV that people love, but for us to take part of our budget to fly down and cover you, which is basically great for you because then you get to be like a big star there and people pay attention to you and we take care of you. Instead of doing that, I can do 20 other things, and I know it's going to be a bust because when you get around these guys, you're not going to ask one funny question we put you up to.
Right, and also add to the fact that you're taking the writing staff away for an hour or whatever it is. They're going to write questions for him that he's not going to
ask. Yeah, which, our guys who write for the show, we put a lot of effort into this. And then you kind of disappoint us and don't ask any of the questions.
Here's something you, for some reason, neglect to realize. You realize, or you don't realize, I should say, that you have a lot of fans within TNA and also WWE, plus a lot of the fans that watch these programs.
Yeah, but they don't want to be bored by you.
Right. In other words, if I were gonna cover this event, as you say, for our fans, I would send Wolfie, who's interesting and funny, and ask the questions we give him.
Right, and he'll probably get thrown out, which is even funnier. You're a fan going to a TNA event asking sycophantic questions.
Trying not to piss off the people you love.
Sycophantic. That's Cinco. I got so let Eric will just stay on the line. I'll get back to him. I got so pissed off yesterday. You do a Google search and you see all the articles on your name, and I'm reading these articles, and this guy wrote this article about how interesting it was that we did this bit. You know, the one where Sal and Richard went out and asked Obama people who were going to vote for Obama, and then asked them, you know the bit I'm talking about.
Who they're voting
where
for.
they, you know, Sal and Richard said, well, is it okay that Sarah Palin is his running mate? They didn't seem to know Obama's positions or who was running with him or anything.
All right, so listen to the opening of this guy's article. I went fucking berserk. And I know this guy, it's called the Amarillo Globe News, Amarillo, Texas. I mean, 5 people read this fucking thing, but yet it still pissed me off like I can't even tell you. Listen to the opening paragraph. How dumb are we? One of my favorite bits on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno is the jaywalking bit, where he interviews your average schmuck on the street and throws out a few questions. Some of the answers do not instill much faith in the common man or woman. Yacker Howard Stern recently did a takeoff on this bit.
Oh, no.
Which made me wonder, how dumb are we, really? I'll give Leno credit for the inspiration, since Stern is truly the American dream. He's a multimillionaire despite having no discernible talent. So what he's doing, he's not only insulting me about that I stole the jaywalking bit from Jay.
Right.
Now, anyone who's a fan of this show, and this fucknut, Henry, or whatever his name, I don't even know this guy's name from the Amarillo Globe News. Find me this guy's name, this cunt. Because I want to fucking have my fans point out to him that jaywalking was a lift from this show. We started it, and I can fucking prove it, asshole. See how I get worked up?
No, you should be worked up, because that's exactly
this is what happens in my career.
You don't want to happen. You create something, Jay steals it, and then he gets the credit for it.
And not only does he get the credit, I get knocked as being a no talent.
Right.
But the very bit that you love, shit stain, from Amarillo, is the bit I created.
Well, why is he even listening?
And Jay lifted it, and then Jay goes, I didn't lift it. I got that from Steve Allen.
But I love how people smack at you saying you're untalented, but they listen.
Well, I don't know if he listens or not, but
he found how did he get a hold of the Sal and Richard tape?
Because every television show, every news television show, every news outlet played our clips, because the bit was phenomenal. Sensational. But let me just give the
that
history.
Apparently is some kind of talent.
Evidently. But let me just give the history of my life. As long as this fucker owes me an apology in print. What a cunt. From the Amarillo Globe News. I don't know the guy's name. I'm sorry I'm cursing up a storm, but I get so angry.
Dave Henry.
Dave Henry. Henry, stupid is a stupid does. You're a moron, you shithead. Before you call me a fucking thief for being inspired by Jay Leno, here's the history, and I'll play you the tapes, and I'll make you $1 million bet I fucking invented your favorite bit, jaywalking. Asshole. Calling me a no talent. Your buddy Jay's the no talent. He's a fucking thief. Bottom line. That's the article you should have written. We started doing a thing called the homeless game, where we'd go out and ask people on the street everyday questions, and then we made a game out of it. And while you're at it, Henry, you can also write about how Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was stolen from us. And if you don't believe that one, watch Howard TV when we did a show called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And then watch all the production companies after they hear it on the radio, all this stuff we do, and they call, would you like to do a game on TV about this? And I go, no, I don't need you to do it. And then they just go out and do it anyway. And I get ripped off. But never mind that. I mean, this fucking article just sent me over the edge. I just love it when morons who write articles are so fucking smug Why don't you bother to find out where Jay got the jaywalking from?
Because Jay's on television. Jay must have invented it.
Oh, yeah, because he gets to see Jay doing it. And by the way, Jay didn't even know he ripped it off. His fucking writers do, because they're all fans of the show. And I don't blame them. If I was bankrupt from ideas, I'd do the same thing. I'd listen to this show and pick and choose what I like and then stick it on the Tonight Show. What a cunt. Fucking Henry from the Amarillo News. Why don't you call in so I can explain life to you, asshole? And since guess what? Here's another thing you can write. This no talent ain't taking any pay cuts. Like fucking asshole Jay Leno. What a fucking pussy he is. That's some talent. He's got the #1 talk show. He's so fucking scary talented, he's taking pay cuts. When you're that talented, you don't need to take a pay cut. Nobody's cutting my pay. I'd leave. Because you know what? I'm actually talented. Jay's so worthless and bankrupt from ideas that he would be willing to do that show for free because he puts no effort into it. Unlike me, what do you think I did all weekend? I worked on my show. A shithead. Jay Leno.
Yeah, you should really school this guy.
Where am I going to get a hold of him?
How many different networks when you leave because you're so untalented?
Yeah. Well, this guy in Amarillo, he's doing real well in his career. He's writing for the Amarillo newspaper.
Yeah, when he leaves, the paper will go on. It'll be like, they never missed him.
Yeah, ask NBC Radio what happened when I left. Look what happened at Viacom and their great radio division when I left. Right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yes. I give up. Look who I'm talking to, Eric. He doesn't care. He just wants us to go with those wrestlers.
I know. Did you watch the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
No, I do not.
What?
He's lying. You know what? I heard Eric mumble under his breath. He went, well, now I can officially cross off seeing Hulk Hogan's penis on my bucket list.
Not at all.
That's not true?
Nope.
No. Who knew Bubba was so generous? I thought he was kidding when he said you could fuck my wife.
Really? No, I thought he meant it.
Most guys want to lend you a vacuum cleaner, some tools, whatever.
Don't even.
This guy, he's...
they don't even want to share their tools.
Well, let's just say we don't know exactly who is in the tape. We don't know if Bubba was involved or not. All the legal stuff. I wish Bubba could come on and talk about it, but he has declined because of his divorce agreement.
No wonder they had to have that divorce agreement. They were tough to talk about.
Eric, if you ever do see the tape, you're going to be very upset with the quality. Evidently, if it is Bubba shooting this stuff, he's shooting in black and white. Either he's a film auteur or he's got bad equipment.
Right. Now, one reason why I was hoping you guys would do this is because I'm involved with TNA right now, trying to get money for your favorite charity, the North Shore Animal League.
Yeah, Eric, I just got to be honest with you. For you to go be a correspondent at the TNA event, we just kind of made a determination. We don't think that would be a comedy gold mine. We just kind of feel you go there and you get a lot out of it. You love meeting the actors and you love asking them, wrestling questions because you are respectful to them. But we just don't think we're going to get enough bang for our buck. All right.
Well, just to let you know, that segment that I'm talking about airs tomorrow on TNA's website. TNA Live is what you look for to see me making predictions on who will win the matches at the pay-per-view.
Can't they just tell you?
I got to be honest with you. What did he say, Robin?
He's going to tell us he's going to make predictions as to who will win the wrestling matches.
Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. Robin's right. They can tell you that in advance. You don't even have to make predictions.
The person that I made the predictions against is their announcer, and he doesn't know who's winning.
The winner's already been determined.
It's predetermined.
But only the writers themselves know, no one else.
I just feel Eric isn't... all right. I got to go, Eric. I don't think Eric's professional enough to handle this job on Howard TV, based on some of the other shows he's done. This is his Eric. Eric.
I want a clear shot to prove to you that I can be as an effective as an interviewer as anyone on Access Hollywood.
All right, I'm going to play some tape of. Eric. I'm going to play some tape of one of your past shows. This is your American Idol show, and let's see if we think you really are professional enough.
Well, okay, there's
Let's listen. Let's listen.
You are now tuning February 1st. They're in Denver auditioning people. And
It's a good show, but not our thing.
I was going to say this is one of his better shows.
Jack Black a lot.
You like this show?
The thing when I did that show and I did the little interview of the friend, I was reading the questions. That's what you want me to do, is read the questions.
Yeah, but you pick the questions you're comfortable with.
And you notice how slow I was at doing that. I'm better at doing questions off the cuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and
but
your
questions are terrible.
Your questions are terrible, and you just suck everyone's balls.
But they come out a lot quicker.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter. It's less entertaining.
Hey, by the way, did you read Deanna DeGarmo, your girlfriend, married Ace Young? They both appeared on American Idol, and he proposed.
They're married already.
Yeah.
They didn't even give Eric a chance.
No, they set a wedding date.
Oh, they said a wedding.
Yeah,
Eric
sorry.
still could get in there and
Hello.
make his plea.
What do you make of that, Eric? Were you disappointed?
That's good for her.
Yeah. I know you had quite the crush on her. You used to call her home quite a bit. Almost, dare we say, bordering on stalking.
No.
Hey, Eric, didn't you call her mother?
Yes, but that was to try to get her as a guest for this show that I did.
Then if it was just a guess thing, why did she block you on Twitter, Diana DeGarmo?
Because of all the fakes, they were fucking with her, and she confused mine for the fakes. Duh.
Right. That is true. All right, Eric, I got to go. The answer is no. We are not going to cover your wrestling event.
Yeah, you're showing all, or playing all the bad examples when there's two good examples, one of which Johnny knows of, and then the other
All right.
is
Well, I'm sorry.
Shuey
I was
has
going to say, what are the good examples?
Yeah, when were those?
Shuey on a
All right, Eric, I got to go. I mean, I've already devoted 25 minutes to this.
All right.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. We can't send you to everything, with only some things. But I applaud you for being able to handle no in a professional manner. Thank you.
Right.
All right. That's Eric, the actor. I know it's a disappointment for him.
Yes?
You said you're not ready to get married right now.
I didn't say anything.
You just said that in the studio.
Okay. All right. Whatever. What does that mean? That doesn't
Well,
mean
that
anything.
certainly leaves the door
There's
or
no
window
doors
or
open.
whatever.
There's nothing open right now. The window is shut. Okay?
So why would you cap that sentence with a "I said for right now"? I mean, you're putting an ellipsis
I said
on the
the
end of
same
your
thing
statement.
on Jason's show, man. The same thing. Are those guys out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But why not say never? Why are you subscribing to this never
Why
say
do
never?
What are you so worried? What about you? You got that girlfriend. When are you getting married?
Maybe soon.
When are you getting married?
I certainly have never said never.
Okay. Well, I've been there and done that. Okay.
So why not? Why not shut the door all the way?
Why would I want to do it again?
When you go lock yourself in Scott the engineer's room, you shut the door all the way. Why are you leaving this door open a crack?
I was in a relationship for many, many years.
Right.
A great relationship that unfortunately ended badly, I guess. Consider we're not together anymore.
Right.
And why would I want to go through that again?
Okay, that's fine.
When I got what I got now, it's fine. We're having a great time together.
I'm not questioning that, though.
So I don't know what your problem is.
My problem is you're not shutting the door. You're leaving it open a crack. You're saying, I might...
Dude, don't put any words in my mouth that aren't there, okay?
Well, you're allowing the
I never
words...
said I was getting married again. I never said I would ever get married again. I never did. Even Will said that. If you listened to the show, you would have heard.
Ronald.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Go ahead, part 2.
Your upcoming poem, currently in production.
We have work to
about
do.
the show in the hallway. Real quick.
We got people...
Real quick.
Yeah.
Are you going to try a different verse structure, a rhyme scheme this time? Because you've been criticized in the past.
I don't care about being criticized. You want me to write, I write.
Maybe
you don't like it?
Maybe you go with a haiku format.
If you don't like it, don't ask me to write again, okay? Fred asked me in his creative writing meeting over here that he has every day, he asked me to write a poem. So I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Will you include people like myself and John Lieberman in your poem? Because you said you were
Lieberman's in there for sure.
What about me?
He's already in there, believe me.
I was just being polite asking about John. What about me? That's what I'm mostly concerned about.
Well, Rob is in it. That I can tell you.
We spend every morning.
In it.
Why the hell am I not in it? We spend every morning
together.
together.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. I'm working on it, okay?
All right.
What's here?
I'm bringing him. This guy won't let me go out there and do my job.
Hey, I just want to point one thing out because we talked about this in the wrap-up show.
Yeah.
You realize that Jason telling me the thing about Stephanie and me bringing it in is my job.
Yeah.
Me thinking of it on my own, that's throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, but the thing is, I did call in to talk about it.
The problem was the clip was bad that we had. Otherwise, I would have played the clip. But I'm just saying, you understand that if I just thought of this and I went in, that would be throwing you under the bus. So if it gives me the information as a producer, I have to bring it forward.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
I just wanted to make sure you
know. No.
Because we had a whole conversation about throwing people under the bus.
I was there for when it happened. I was listening to the show because it leads into the John Hine TV show, which I'm on. So I made sure that I was listening, and then at the very end of the show, this is when it came up, like 10 minutes to 2.
You're such a washwoman.
So let's just be clear.
We have a job to do. We have guests out there.
You will not marry Stephanie.
I have a job to do right now.
And it's not getting married.
That's good.
John Hine and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Ralph, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we're going to be talking about Who Knows Howard Best, the big game we played, and it was really good, and I lost.
Let's start off with the big game today, which was between Howard's parents, Ralph Cirella, and Beth Stern, and the big winner was Robin Quivers. Gary, do you think Robin was going to win?
No. I did think Robin was going to win. I got to think about that again. I thought Howard's parents know a lot about the camp stuff, but there's a lot of his life that they don't know after he was 21. And the funny thing is that there's things that they got wrong that Robin got correct that you could have gotten from listening to the radio show. Like the first girl Howard ever slept with, he's told that story a gazillion times.
See, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, no, he's talked about it a lot.
No, you're right.
In fact, he even he jokes around. He invites her to movie screenings because he's still always out to impress her. So, like, if you listen to the show, you could have gotten that one.
You see, Ralph came in. He had notes. He prepared, talking a big game, and came up short when it counted.
Well, that's the story of my life.
But the thing I think is funny is that the person that least wanted to win, or at least needed to win, won. In other words, Howard's parents want to win because of Howard's parents. Beth wants to win because she's his wife. Ralph wants to win because he needs the money, and he's Howard's best friend. Robin didn't really give a shit, and she won.
Yeah, I wake up this morning and Robin goes, when you said there was $5,000, she goes, oh, I don't need that. I was like, oh, you make me sick. And she won. Oh, couldn't be worse. That couldn't have gone worse.
Do you think Robin is a gracious winner?
Sure, why not? I mean, you know,
you were sort of a sore loser. You admit that?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. I had that money spent. I'm telling you.
Teddy, did you really? Did you really?
Yes,
think
I had a buy order in for another $5,000 worth of apples.
But did you really think that were you pretty solidly sure you were going to win?
I thought I would. I thought Howard's parents would come in dead last, which they did, and I thought it would be a tie between me and Beth. I forgot Robin was playing. Honestly, I realized that yesterday when somebody told me, but. She spends 5 hours a day with him. So if you ask her who's his first girlfriend, she's going to know that. You know what I mean?
But you spend a lot of time listening to the show. And again, that answer was there to have. That particular one was there to have.
But she should, Robin should really
What did you get wrong? What did you personally get wrong?
I didn't know the Robin one.
Right.
And the water. I mean, I know that he drinks seltzer and cranberry, but that's not his favorite. He always drinks water.
But you know what they meant by a drink. Yeah. What's his favorite drink?
Yeah, but that could be alcohol too. That could be vodka with a
what was the
splash.
answer?
What was the seltzer and cranberry? I've seen him drink that, but if it's his favorite drink, how come he doesn't drink it here? Wouldn't you drink that here if it was your favorite drink? It's not his favorite drink.
Maybe that's not his favorite morning drink, but it's favorite rest of the day drink, which you spent time with him as well.
Ralph was a bit of a sore loser. Hit number 1, Teddy. Here's Robin winning and Ralph complaining.
What is the name of the African American Howard once dated? What is the name of the African American that Howard once dated? Don't talk out loud. Don't say out loud. Believe it or not, Howard once dated an African American. This comes as a shock to some people.
A lot of people canceling their subscription.
There you go. I don't care. Mom and Dad, what did you write down?
I don't know.
No answer. Honey?
Robin Givens.
Correct. Ralph?
The very hot Robin Givens.
Correct.
Did I have to have a last name? Because I put just Robin, but I meant
fine.
Robin
Yeah,
Givens.
you need a last name. No, it's her first name. She doesn't know her last name.
Of course I know Robin Givens.
Could have been
Everybody
you.
calls me Givens.
No, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it?
No.
Well, look at the judge.
Doesn't get to make the rules.
What?
The contestant doesn't get
Of course
to
she
make
got it right.
Are you grasping at straws there, Ralph? Did you know you were beat?
Well, it could have been the Robin for the first answer. I mean, you know what I mean? She just writes down Robin, she'd be right 2 out of the 10 times.
You're like a rat in a cage. You're poked with a stick.
Megan Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
No wonder people hate me. I'm a horrible loser.
I think I'm the only person who likes Ralph in the world, but I just wanted to call in that he's never on I never hear him live on the show, so I wanted to just tell you that I really like you, and I don't understand why people don't like you. And I also wanted to have another question, but
people love
Meg,
really.
How much time have you spent alone with Ralph?
I had no. Is it really different? The one-on-one time versus I think he's so
even better.
interesting.
It's even better just hanging out with me.
And I like how opinionated he is. He brings something to the table.
The best Ralph to hang out with is the one that's not on the radio.
Well,
great. Ralph not on the radio is fun.
Yeah.
Funny. And a nice guy. It's a guy on the radio that's brutal.
Oh, see, I love the guy on the radio.
Horrible?
I think he's the best. He's so honest.
What's your other question,
He's so
Meg?
funny.
No, let her go
I wanted
on.
to find out
Moving
about.
her along.
We're short on time. Go ahead, Meg.
Okay, so I wanted to find out how you guys how you and Howard became best buddies. What's your meeting story?
Well, first of all, I want to know because this is a story that you and I have had a disagreement on. How did you come to the show?
I was doing special effects makeup work, and you guys were starting to do live shows, and I had been listening for a while, and I went to one of the shows at Club Benet, and I brought some pictures of my work, different makeups and stuff that I had been doing, and I gave it to an intern, and then you called me.
Right, I guess
said, Howard liked your stuff, come in, he wants to talk to you about something. We came in and talked about a couple things.
I remember, you know what I remember about that? I remember Ralph came in, and Ralph was sort of young and sort of in awe of Howard, and Howard had no time for Ralph, and Ralph was trying to measure like crazy because he was doing a prosthetic for Howard for a New Year's Eve show where he was going to be like Rocky. He was going to have a big full chest, and then there was a giant penis to be made. And Howard's I remember Howard would say to me listen, I don't know this guy that well. Let's keep this meeting brief. And Ralph kept, Ralph was one of those guys who had the ruler out. And I realized now that Ralph needed a lot of time. But what were you doing for a living at the time?
I was working on movies, and I was working for my friend's parents at an automotive place and at the parking lot too.
Right.
Like you actually called me at the parking lot. Like,
Right, see, I told that
you
story
called me at Epstein's. I was working at Epstein's in Morristown.
So you got so mad at me because I told that story in the air once, and you go, "That's not what I was doing." Ralph had once told me
I had like 3 jobs. I'm a very hard worker, but it was funny because right away you were like confrontational with me. You go, Howard gets a lot of stuff, and you're very lucky that he's calling you. You like right away you were mad at me.
See, it's really funny. I don't remember saying that, but I know you see it as confrontational. Of course, I didn't know you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not generally confrontational.
No,
I might have said, this is really a good thing.
Yeah.
Because Howard gets a lot of stuff and he doesn't answer.
But
so
you
this
were
is good
like,
for
you don't know how lucky you are. But
I think that's how you heard it.
Yeah.
Now, Ralph, so you worked with Howard in the beginning. When did your friendship change? You know what I mean? A lot of us work with him, but you've clearly become very close with him.
Like you did all that time with us on the Channel 9 show, and you guys were just worked with us, but you weren't friends then, right?
Yeah, and I guess it was just because I started doing wardrobe with him, and I would go to his house. And
so when did that start? Like what year?
It started around Channel 9 sometime.
Right. So you guys
I started shopping for him a little bit, then going through his closet and seeing what looked good, that kind of thing.
But when did you guys realize? When did you realize that that you guys had more in common than just you showing up for an hour a day?
Right away. Right away, I thought we were friends. You know what I mean? In my, you know what I mean? He's somebody I could relate to. Right. I sound stalkerish, but I listened to him on the radio. I thought he was funny, and
But do you realize how many guys think they're you, and they're not?
Yeah, they're not. No, see, that's why I'm smart.
But it is funny because they did hit it off right away. Like right off the bat, Howard liked him, talking about stuff. And when I introduced Ralph to speak at the wedding, and I said, Ralph's been telling everybody for years that he's Howard's best friend, and much to his chagrin, it's true. Here's Ralph to give a speech.
I was nervous about how Gary gives me the worst intro ever. I'm like, I was thinking about that over the weekend.
I actually thought,
F you, Gary.
I actually thought it was the opposite. I thought it was validation. I thought it was validation that you are, in fact, his best friend.
Hey, it's Alan. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Richard and I pranked Steve Langford. It came out great. Enjoy it. Check it out.
Sal and Richard now joining us here on the wrap-up show. Got a lot of props today, boys. Congratulations.
Yeah, we got to thank the news team who tipped us off. That's how it all started.
From High Pitch Mike?
Well, we don't want to say specifically, but there were a lot of guys who want to remain
There's 4 people back there.
It definitely wasn't Lisa G.
And one of them's Langford. So
it's Shuley or Mike.
Or both.
And everybody, Tim Sabian was involved to a certain degree. Jim McClure helped us out tremendously. We had about 4 or 5 different scouts going back and forth working on this for us. So
now, are you worried? Because Steve does have a little bit of a vindictive streak. Are you worried that there is a retribution?
I'm worried about like maybe some crusty cushion at the back of a strip club might come up now. Some semen samples.
What?
In Buffalo. Maybe one of those tip-off calls might do me in.
Hey,
but, no, I'm just joking. There's nothing that.
And everything bad.
What am I talking about? I don't.
Everything bad.
Let him talk.
Oh, sorry.
I have no worries. No worries.
You're not worried. Kidding aside, you're not worried that Langford's going to try and come back at you?
It's funny because me and Richard had talked to them about how we were worried about this, right?
Well, yeah. We were worried about is we didn't want to piss him off because he's been real cool to us. He's a big fan of our calls, but then we were thinking, well, if he's a fan of our calls, he should appreciate this.
Let me tell you how nutty these two are. Like 2 months ago, they called me into the office. They lock the door, right? Like they got uranium in there.
Yeah,
and they go, we're working on the secret project. They're so all about it. I forgot about it, right? They called me back yesterday. This phone call we were working on for 2 years. Again, they locked the door. And I'm like, you know what, guys? I can't really concentrate on it. It's 3.5 minutes. Give it to me on a CD. Richard writes on it, super secret call. Like, they weren't even putting Steve Langford prank on it. Like, this is the biggest secret in the world. Then they sent me a note.
They're not messing around.
No.
They're being very serious.
Then they sent me a note this morning. Did you like the call? Our suggestion is you play it for Steve when he comes in for the news so we could look at his face. I'm like, guys, give me the fucking call.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It's a great call.
Thank
you.
But you guys were like, it was like you were holding gold.
Yeah.
Well,
so you recorded Sour Shoes for 2 hours nonstop?
Yeah, we would go to lunch and we'd just say, okay, Sour Shoes.
And we let the tape go.
Do an hour of songs about Steve Langford. And then we'd come back and hang up on Sour Shoes and cut up his songs.
The problem with Sour Shoes, it's almost like he has OCD. As we're trying to execute a prank with him, he's kind of fucking with us.
Right.
So we can't get anything done. So I say to Richard, let the tape run, And that's all we did, and we got 2 hours worth of his songs and chopped it up.
Yeah, because at first we tried working with him.
It's a
We would
nightmare.
three-way Sour Shoes and Langford, and
No
it
luck?
just didn't work. So we're like, best way to work with Sour Shoes is to have him as a recording.
I don't know about you, but I swear to God, one of those Tuesdays where we have an open hour, I would kill to just hear the hour. Like, I would love to hear from 7 to 8 o'clock at night the hour that you guys went to lunch and what Sour Shoes did for an hour.
We can give you the uncut version of it.
Is it just him going on and on?
and on and on.
Once in a while, you hear him like fidget with something in his bedroom, or his mom will yell in the background or something.
Sometimes he'll call me all day, and it gets to the point, instead of me hanging up, I just put him on hold. And then like an hour and a half later, after doing my work, I'll go to the phone and forget. I pick it up, and there he is in the middle of a song.
If you guys get a chance tomorrow, can you pull some of the outtakes of his mother yelling at him? I would kill to hear that.
Sure. And it's funny, too. I don't know if Steve has this on his phone, but me and Sal had new office phones put in because of Sour Shoes, where you can send calls right to the voicemail. Like, there's a button where the phone won't ring, because Sour Shoes got to us, too. So we just got these new office phones where he can't get a hold of us.
And another thing that made the call so great wasn't just Langford's reaction, which was hysterical, but the songs he picked.
Right.
And when he came in on them were fantastic.
No, the good for Langford that this is finally done, because he's been going through hell, and I'm glad it's done. And our listeners, our millions of listeners, won't call Sirius and get Steve's office number and just start doing this. They're cool. They wouldn't do that.
Benji, go ahead, Joel.
No, I was just going to say on my end,
212.
when we started talking about when they told me about the prank, on my end, I had my news recorder set up to get audio of Steve freaking out after he hung up with Sour Shoes. And the one day where he went apeshit and smashed the phone down, I stopped recording Steve. I was like, he may throw that shit at my head. Like, I don't know. He's so passionate about his job, and the fact that Sour Shoes was stopping him from doing his work, it was killing him. He would walk to Brad's office, our news director, once, twice a day to go complain about Sour Shoes.
I have the audio of him throwing his phone. It sounds kind of funny. I didn't put it in the call because you can't really tell what it is unless you set it up saying, this is when Steve throws his phone, but it sounds pretty funny.
There was a point where Steve Langford came into our studio, and me and Richard, we'd have everything set up where I'd have a sound bite up of a prank call in the works, Richard would have a song up, and when Steve walked in, we would hit that and put on our headphones and pretend we were working. That's how paranoid we were about
and
it.
he got a little suspicious one time and came in like a month or two ago, and we, just played it off. I pretended I was in the middle of recording a Robin song and stuff. But
I just said that.
Yeah, well, no, but he went to Brad and said that he checked on us and it wasn't us. So Steve, thought that he had investigated us and proved that it wasn't us.
I would love to know what the investigation was that cleared you.
Now, how long were you working on this thing?
About 2 months.
2 or 3
Howard heard it before the wedding. He came into the studio, goes, "What are you working on, boys?" And we played a little piece of it, and he loved it. And then when I think prior to the vacation, he said, "Is that bit ready?" And I said on the air, "It wasn't." And that was the bit that that he was referring to.
This is our Ben-Hur.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, a whole bunch of my wedding shit got brought up again. Sal started screaming at me about not being mad at Artie, who said that he'd only go if Howard goes. Sal obviously doesn't know what a joke is. But anyway, it just turned into a whole bunch of yelling between me, Richard, Sal, and Gary about my wedding. I can't wait for this bullshit to be over.
Jason Kaplan now joining us on the wrap-up show. Apparently, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Jason smashing his face
There
with
was
the
oil
microphone.
Yeah, they must have oiled these things.
Apparently, your wedding is now a huge controversial matter. Let's go through this very quickly.
Okay.
Howard says that Robin announces that she's going to have a +1 at your wedding.
Right.
Howard reveals he will now be attending your wedding, although you weren't sure if he was going or not. And Artie then says, "Well, I'm going to attend too." Give us the inside scoop.
Well, I'll start backwards. I talked to Artie. He said that he was just fucking around on the air. I mean, I talked to him a couple days ago about the wedding. Artie did this to Will too. He's very, non-committal. I'm going to try and come. I like to be there. So that's what he said yesterday, and that's what he still said to me today.
Do you believe that he was just fucking around on the air?
Yeah, I believe it. Artie's not like that.
But why is he being non-committal about your wedding? I know he didn't want to go. Will's was very close to when he tried to start a sobriety, and it was a hike away.
It's a different thing. He's like, I got a gig in Toronto the night before. I'm going to try and make it. He asked me about every other day when my wedding is. I told him like a million times.
So let me ask you a question.
Well, apparently,
I think he's keeping his options open.
Are you offended on any level that if it were Howard's wedding and he had a gig in Toronto the night before, that it would be no issue that he'd be there?
A little, I don't know, maybe a little, I don't know. Again, I know, Richard and Sal and all these guys get mad at him, but I don't know. Artie gets as Artie told Richard and Sal when he apologized to them. He's better than them. He's on a different plane than them. He's smarter and funnier than them, so he gets to operate under his own rules. It's annoying when you're trying to put a wedding guest list together and somebody, it's easier when you have a yes or a no and you know for sure. So that is very annoying.
Artie also reminded Howard how long it takes to get to Jason's wedding.
He was bullshitting with that. Listen, I'm not going to make any guarantees because who knows what fucking traffic will be like. But it's a 45-minute ride from the bridge. Now, I don't know how long it takes you to get over the bridge, but so add whatever it takes you to get over that. It's a 45-fucking-minute ride.
I loved when, what's the main road you said takes you there?
80.
Route 80. It's
when you said
out to San Francisco. It's a
when
huge
you said
road.
Route 80, the howling laughter that Artie had. He's like, Route 80.
It's much better than the Southern State Parkway.
I think Route 80 was just voted like the worst.
No, it wasn't.
By truckers, it's considered the worst route in the country.
Well, good. Then there'll be no truckers on Route 80.
I'm sorry. Is Benji going to the wedding?
No, Benji let me know that he will not be able to attend.
And that's a definite no.
That's a definite 100%. Thank you for inviting me, but I can't make it.
Because you always say that, you just said that it's really hard when you can't get a definitive answer.
Right. No, Benji gave me a definitive answer, and I appreciate it.
I would have loved to have gone. And
is this do you want to go?
No, do you want to go now because Howard and Artie and Robin are all going to be there?
The big draw beyond the wedding, because I actually love weddings, was Anne Marie's going to be there. That's a girl that we used to all work with. So that's what I feel like. I'm going to miss out on.
I would rather you not come.
But hold on. Why aren't you going, Benj?
I'm back on a night schedule, and I don't know what I'll do. But
if at Jason's wedding there were vegetarian meals,
what time does the wedding start?
Barbara Walters,
well, don't ask me this now after you already declined.
No, it doesn't start at 5 because they were saying at 7 tonight.
No, the ceremony is about like 5:15, 5:30, and so the party starts.
See, I was going to ask you if I could come around 7. But I was like, I don't want to give him.
You could have. I would have said yes. But since you already said no, I'm going to hold you to it. And honestly, just because, I don't know, I already counted you out. I need that seat.
All right.
And why aren't you crying over Benji not coming? That's a crazier reason than my.
Hold on. Who's better? Would you say that Jason's better friends with you or with Benji?
You talk to Benji a lot more. You've known Benji longer.
All right, Richard. Here's the deal. I'm not going through all this stuff.
Well,
again.
I know, and I don't want to either. But
I'm over it. I'm over you not coming. It's totally fine. Whatever. We're still friends. At least on my end we are. I don't know if you still harbor resentment towards me. And that's it. I'm over it. So
yeah, but it seems kind of like
Benji said he couldn't go.
I know, but it's ridiculous too that you're not like crying about Artie not coming. You're not crying about Benji.
Well, Richard, that should make you feel special about how much you meant to me.
I know, but and then when you say stuff a while ago like that me and Sal aren't important, then why would you want to have us at your wedding?
First of all, I was quoting Artie. I'm trying to make a joke. Second of all, you guys are important, and I do want you there, and that's why I was upset when you said you weren't coming. And you should take it as an honor that when you said you weren't coming, it upset me more than anyone else so far who said they weren't coming.
It wasn't, and again, I don't want to bring it all up again, but I think, Richard, it wasn't that you weren't coming. It was the reason why you weren't coming.
Yeah, but the reason I'm not coming is just as good of a reason as why anybody else is not coming.
No, it's not.
It is.
Just, you know what?
What? The fact that it's an hour away, that's a better reason for somebody not coming
no
than
one has
the
claimed
fact
that
I want to see a concert that is the most important concert of my life.
You know what? Shame on you when in another year some dumbass Halloween thing comes up and that's the most important moment of your life.
That will be the most important.
Right.
I mean, that's a big comparison.
Why is my excuse worse than anybody else's?
You know what? It's not. It's fine. You're not coming. Don't worry.
I don't want to go down this road again.
It's a stupid argument. Benji's not coming. He gave me a definitive answer, which I really appreciated because I know he flip-flopped with Will like as his date got closer. And so he gave me a definite no. I'm sad Benji won't be there. I definitely consider him a friend, but I'm not going to get in an argument with Benji. And Artie is Artie, and I know that sounds lame when you say that, but look how Artie rolled into Howard's wedding. I mean, he looked like a mess. He obviously didn't care.
So that should be more the reason why you shouldn't want him there.
But that's just the way Artie is. He's like that with everybody. That's his MO. And again, I would really appreciate to get a definitive answer from Artie. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get it.
What do you mean Artie didn't care?
I mean, Artie didn't go to Will's wedding for.
No, when you said he came to
he obviously did not care. I mean, did not think the wedding was important enough to actually dress up nice and present himself in a presentable way.
So you think he treated it as
he treats everything else, something he rolled out of bed to come to.
Yeah, but Jason, let me ask you this: when Howard first revealed that he's going to your wedding, and the first breath out of Artie's mouth, without thinking, shit, now I got to go too. Hold on, let me finish. No, it wasn't. Don't you kind of take that as an insult that he's going strictly to hang out with Howard, and he has no intentions to celebrate your day? First of all, that's how I would take it if it was my wedding, and you made no stink about it, yet this guy wants to go to a concert, and you spent a half hour crying about it.
First of all, I talked to Artie after this thing. He still said he doesn't know if he's going to come. So whatever he said on the air, it still hasn't changed his answer from yesterday or the day before. If Artie is only going to come because Howard's going to be there, then that's Artie's prerogative, and I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, but also Artie said and I believe him. He says he doesn't want to be the asshole that doesn't go. It wasn't to be with Howard. It was to not be the one.
So why should Howard make the difference, whether he's there or not?
Because now Artie is the big guy that's not going.
Sal, why are you so upset?
Because he ripped the living shit out of Richard for an hour over nothing.
I said I was upset that he wasn't coming over a dumb excuse. What I thought
it's the best day in his life.
Yeah. Whatever. It's over. It's over.
I mean, it's disgusting that you're
disgusting
that you're selling yourself out for a celebrity versus a friend. Yeah, you're giving Artie a free pass because he's the great Artie Lang, and I find that to be disgusting.
So can I ask a question? Where's a switch on you where I get you out of stockbroker mode?
No, I'm dead serious.
But why is it
not? He's not. No, Gary, are you kidding me? He's not breaking Artie's balls at all over this, and he broke Richard's balls for an hour over a concert.
Do you know what he just had a conversation with Artie. What Artie said on the air isn't really what he means.
But you believe that?
To some degree, but I know that Richard absolutely means what he said.
But Richard's honest; he said it right off the bat.
So being socially wrong and being honest is the better thing.
No,
in other words, you guys don't.
It's not socially wrong as far as I'm concerned.
That's my opinion. Right. That's my opinion. Is that it's way wrong. It's a big social faux pas. But it's not your opinion. It's my opinion. But it's it doesn't make it right because he's telling you right up front what he's doing.
You're also you're leaving something out. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Go ahead.
If Steve Brandano back in the office told me he wasn't coming to my wedding because he had some awesome concert to go to, that would hurt me way more than Artie or Howard not coming to my wedding. It all has to do with your relationship to the person.
How would
Artie
you
and I
feel?
are friendly, but I mean,
how would you
feel?
All right, how would you feel if I told you I'm not sure about going to the wedding, and then I found out Howard's going and I'm going? Do you think my intentions would be to celebrate the most important day of your life, or to be there because Howard's there?
No,
how would you take it?
I wouldn't trust.
But I'm not the one who immediately muttered out of my mouth, shit, now I gotta go.
He's on the fucking air. He's making a joke. Jesus, get the fuck over.
Wait, Howard's definitely going?
Yeah, don't you know anything about comedy?
Can I get
apparently your coach.
Yeah, Howard. According to Howard, he's definitely going. I gave him I
Richard,
give him anything.
Man.
And
yeah, maybe I'll go now.
No, and there's a rule, and this isn't just apply for the people here. Anybody who RSVP'd no to my wedding cannot now change it because Howard's going.
What if Howard drops out and the last minute I want to go?
No. There are no more. If you said no, the only exception I made was for Howard, and that will be the only exception. But no,
you made the exception for Artie, too. You said he could wait till last minute.
No, I didn't tell Artie. I ask him every day if he could give me an answer. What am I going to do? Hold a gun to his head?
Yeah. No. If Brandano says to you, I don't have an answer yet, are you going to let him wait till the last minute?
I would ask him every day, what's your deal? I need to know. Which is what I tell Artie. But, whatever. Listen. For the 5 Jewish people out there, I'm treating Artie like Elijah. I'm leaving an empty chair and an open door, and if he shows up, great. And
Jason, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, I think you're giving Artie a free pass because he is Artie.
I am,
and that's it.
And that's pretty much it.
And that's pretty sad.
Sal,
that's a very superficial thing to do.
Whatever you say,
taking your argument one step further, he's not giving Benji a hard time. He gave Richard a hard time, but he's not giving Benji a hard time.
You clearly refuse to see the reality of the issue.
The other thing is that, and be really honest, if this were you and you weren't married and you were getting married and this whole thing went down this way, would you be offended that Howard was coming, or would you be grateful?
If Howard was coming, I would be grateful. If Artie was coming, I'd be grateful. But if I had a situation where I yelled at a guy for an hour who was honest with me, and then I had another guy mutter out of his mouth, "Oh, well, I guess I'm going to go too," Where's that person's? Where does that person's real intent lie? To celebrate his friend's wedding, or to be there because Howard Stern is there?
I think we're going around in circles. I think Jason is again. Jason is again saying that Artie was doing comedy for the air that you've taken as fact.
And that's where you guys disagree. And that's fine, and I'll leave it at that. But I'm just saying, and Jason,
hold on, and one more
Jason
thing.
agrees to a certain extent that it's because who Artie Lang is.
All right, then
That's fine.
Then leave it at that.
And we'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
But I find that
Good.
disgusting on your part, Jason.
You didn't
That's
leave
my
it.
Why
You didn't
duly
leave it.
Noted.
Leave it at that.
I'm leaving it disgusted. I'm leaving it disgusted.
Hey, this is John Hine, and on Thursday's wrap-up show, we got to talk about Maureen McCormick. You may not know that name. She's better known as Marsha Brady, and I was a big Brady Bunch fan growing up. All of us were. And she came in and gave an interview with Howard that I never thought I'd hear, talking about doing black guys, trading sex for coke. She actually said the word cunt. And that's not the Marsha I knew, but we got a kick out of it and talked about Marsha, and, well, here's what we said.
The big guest today, Marsha Brady, Maureen McCormick, and Gary and I were looking forward to this interview quite a bit.
We were. This is so in my zone, my era. This is what I grew up with. In fact, I was surprised. I think she's 52 years old. I thought she was my age. I guess I'm more on a par with Jan than I am with Marsha. But I mean, I love that. You and I watched it did you watch it as a first run show?
No, I saw the end of it as the first run show, but then it lived in syndication in every market in the country forever.
Right. I watched it as a first run show. It was a Friday night show. I think it was on with the Partridge Family and a bunch of other shows. It was on ABC. I remember 10 o'clock was Love American Style, but it was a huge show for me when I was a kid.
I mean, that was one of the first shows that was heavily syndicated, and I remember coming home from school or whatever it was, like 4:30, 5:30, locally, watching every single one, and everybody else has watched it at one time or another. And one of the things about the show is that you saw those kids grow up. Like, Maureen started when she was 12 and then left when, I guess, a few years later. And
who can forget Bobby's performance of It's Time to Change? I know what you're saying, John.
Gary and I can really geek out over this. So Maureen McCormick comes in, and she did Celebrity Fat Camp or whatever it is. Fit Club, same thing. And we weren't sure sort of how she would look, but I thought she looked pretty good.
She looked pretty good. Listen, she could stand to trim a couple of pounds, but she's thinner than she's been. I said to John, a cute face trumps a lot of stuff. She does a very, very beautiful face and a great smile. She's got a pretty bubbly personality. Again, John's going to get into it. She talked about a lot of things today, and you're sitting there and you listen, you could call her whatever you want, but Marsha Brady is talking about, doing black dudes and anal and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's Marsha Brady. I mean, Barry Williams has the same problem. He's Greg Brady,
Right.
and he's sort of embraced it. And I was curious to see how Marsha would take to that. Would she be annoyed by it or embrace that kind of life? And she seems to be all right with it.
Yeah, I wanted Howard to press her on it, and he did. I thought it was like one of my favorite moments on the show was when we had Ringo on the show, and Vinny Favale was just annoying the shit out of him. And he goes, Howard goes, let me ask you a question. Does it ever get tiring? He goes, is it ever too much? And Ringo had this long pause, and he goes, it is. It gets to be too much. And I thought Maureen would be like being called Marsha would be too much, but she's still digging it.
Yeah, she absolutely dug it. And another interesting thing, what she remembered and what she didn't remember. I know she did a lot of coke, and I know it's convenient sometimes to block out stuff and to really block out stuff. But,
Do you know anybody who doesn't remember the first person they slept with?
Maureen McCormick, apparently.
Exactly.
But I don't know if I doubt her story. I mean, she definitely had a wild life. But
Artie and I were saying, she was saying that her nickname was Hoover for coke. And I said maybe it was a nickname for another reason. He said, there's no good reason for a woman to have the nickname Hoover, one way or the other.
So true. But when you look at her face, you just see Marsha Brady.
A very sweet girl.
Very sweet.
Who's not a girl, a very sweet 52-year-old girl.
What'd you think of that little hug and kiss not to jump ahead, but that hug and kiss she gave Howard at the end?
She was digging him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she was digging him.
And it made you wonder that if you had coke back then, you could have had Marsha Brady. Rick in Pittsburgh, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Rick.
Wanted to comment on Maureen McCormick and to make a suggestion for Howard 100 News. Interview was great. Howard's the best interviewer, I think, and I think we can all agree on that. But I guess the phone calls, and maybe, Gary, you can give me some enlightenment on that. Is Howard making the choices to go to these guys knowing they're going to talk about things as gross as licking her asshole? I guess
it's hard to say because, he may or may not. Listen, Howard could look up on the board. Since I've done the wrap-up show, I've learned that people will call in and say that they're going to talk about one thing and then switch gears.
Right.
But yeah, he might have known what they were going to talk about. But the thing is that Maureen, again, without the visual, it's hard to tell. She was totally up for stuff today. She could handle anything. I think she's gotten to the point where she's like, you know what, Marsha Brady's ready to talk about everything.
And to get a little bit inside, when we have a screen here, we get maybe 6 to 10 words of what you're going to talk about. So if it says, Rick thinks the callers were rough on Maureen, and then you start talking about something else, I have no way of knowing that. With Howard, it's the same. But I think callers are less likely to shift gears on Howard than they would on our show.
Right. And I think there was that one guy called, got through 3 or 4 times. He wanted to say the C word. So that was the guy I think was being particularly rough.
And of course, which she obliged.
Which was really funny.
Yeah, good for her.
The whole office went, whoa.
Shane, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, Shane. What's on your mind?
Actually, I just wanted to comment on the Marsha Brady interview today.
Okay.
I thought it was great. It's always great when you guys get big stars on there that you guys can be talking to them, whichever way you want. She sounded very comfortable. It really surprised me.
She was. She really was comfortable doing it. I think again, you come to do a Howard Stern interview, especially on satellite radio, you know what to expect, and she was totally up for it.
Well, within the first few minutes of the interview, she was talking about coke and sex and liking black guys, and you could tell she was sort of up for talking about anything.
I am thinking the phone callers were rough, because now going back to it, the one call I heard was the guy goes, ask her if she ever did coke off the head of a guy's penis.
Yeah, the callers were pretty rough. But I'm glad you liked it, Shane.
Well, the thing is I'm only 29 years old. What can I say? I watched a lot of Brady shows on the reruns. I'm pretty sure they're still rerunning now. I watched them when I was between 10 and 18 years old. And so I know exactly what she looks like. But I'm pretty interested because I want to go on howardstern.com, which I do every night, and do a recap, and just to see what she kind of looks like. Could you actually... can you give us specific details on exactly, did she look pretty good for being the age that she is?
She looked very good. The thing with her that she's never going to be able to live down is that everybody's memory of her is from 12 to 18, and she's just not 18 years old anymore. She's 53. But I think she looks good. Again, I think she's got a really, really beautiful face. I said she probably could have stand to lose a couple of pounds, but she's already lost a bunch of weight. She looks better than she did when she went on Celebrity Fit Club. She's thinner.
I agree with that. And you can see that 18-year-old in her 52-year-old face.
But she's not 18 anymore, and that's the person I think everyone's expecting to see.
She sounds like she has a great personality to her. It's one of those likable personalities that you could just catch on to,
Agreed. She had a great personality. Thank you for your call. I also like when she was talking about the other Bradys, and I knew she wasn't talking to Eve Plum, who played Jan, but I didn't know why.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Yeah, she implied, she told a joke about kissing Jan. The next thing you know, she's not speaking to her ever again.
Well, she said she's told a joke, but then in blurbs about the new book coming out, it says that there were lesbian experiences between the two of them.
It does?
In blurbs. I don't know if someone misread
because
the book.
Because we read the book and nobody saw that.
Well, Will or Steve can get down here and talk about that.
It's interesting. I go up to, a lot of times in the summer, I didn't this past summer, but I'll go up to Cape Cod in the summer. In the town of Chatham, there's a little art gallery, and Eve Plum does a showing of her art every year. And whenever I go in, I look at it, I go, it's Jan Brady's art.
She wearing glasses?
Yeah, she does. Well, I haven't seen her there, but they have pictures of her there. I guess she does. It's out there for the whole summer. And she's got her glasses on.
And Gary and I were talking about the different things that Maureen would talk about. Here's a clip of the interview, if you missed it, her talking about how she's actually interested or was interested in black guys.
You went out with Michael Jackson. We know why he didn't put any moves on you.
Right.
It's pretty obvious.
Right. No, nothing happened, huh?
Yeah.
With Michael, no.
Yeah.
No.
Not even a kiss?
Yeah, a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, boy.
Was she your only black man, or did you have sex with black guys?
I actually was really attracted to black men.
How many black guys?
Who knew Marsha Brady?
How many black?
Yeah.
Now there's an episode.
I was attracted to just I don't know. I was, really into lots of different types.
Wouldn't it have been great if they did the Brady Bunch reunion and it's like you banging black guys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For coke.
That's what I always
It would be.
By the way, I thought Robin was being not insulting, but Robin was really jabbing her. At one point when they asked Maureen who she was voting for president, she was like, well, I'm leaning towards a person I don't want to say. And Robin goes, yeah, I'm sure Marsha Brady's vote moves a lot of people.
Spade on Howard's new Sirius show for all you rich people that have Sirius. I'm here in the morning, and it's lots of fun.
What are you expecting? You're able to say whatever you want in there now.
I thought I said this is the Howard Stern show. Now it's a new interview. I'm going to say F word, and then S word, and then another F word. I got it all planned out. I don't even care if it's funny. Just say it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, David Spade is here. He's promoting some stuff. And by the way, the gentleman in the corner is Josh Walk from Entertainment Weekly.
I call it EW.
EW. I did the cover. Here, I'll let you say hello to Josh. Is that you, Josh? Let me see. See if that works. Nah, Scott didn't set it up right. See, to say test 1, 2.
Test 1, 2.
Say it again.
Test 1, 2.
No, he didn't set it up right. He sucks. Try it again now.
Test 1, 2.
There it is.
There
He
it
did set it up. I'm an idiot.
Who's the idiot?
Hey,
here?
Spade. Hey, Spade, sit over there. Just be quiet.
Spade's looking to make quote of the week.
Yeah, Spade wants to know if he can be quote of the week.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Right underneath something from like fucking Gilmore Girls or something.
Gary, I take my time.
Did you ever do the cover of Entertainment Weekly? I bet you did.
I said no a couple times.
Turned it down?
No, I did it once. I think, yeah, during Just Shoot Me. I did one. It was fun.
The best cover I ever
can't wait
did.
to hear about your photo shoot.
Why? Because it's got to be all about you every minute?
Come on, we're going to discuss
Gary,
some of his
stuck.
outfits.
Gary.
What's the matter, man?
He's in trouble.
David has special headphone needs.
Shut up.
Yeah, you do. Be honest.
I don't know. It doesn't move.
Such a pain in the ass.
Look, he's got a whole different
I'm not
setup.
in the union.
Why do you need special headphones? The hell are you up to?
Let's give you something to talk about.
Did you bring in your iPod? What is that?
Let's
You and
give
Belzer.
you something to...
Belzer has special headphone needs, too.
Right.
There's a couple of guests who are
I
real
have a
pain in the ass.
reason.
Belzer has a reason for special
Yeah.
What's your
headphones.
reason?
Oh, I thought I had a reason. What does he have?
No, Belzer because he got dropped on his head.
No,
Yeah.
No, that's
not
what he
the
says.
reason.
Oh, by the wrestler?
Right.
No, he's
Hogan.
Hulk
I saw
Hogan.
that. You saw that, Artie.
Yeah, I did. It's funny.
We had Hulk Hogan in here. He said it was a mistake.
Yeah, he now regrets it.
And his wife tells a story.
Avoids all lawsuits.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
funnier, that or the John Stossel thing. They're both funny.
Yeah, Stossel got smacked in the head by a wrestler.
That's an open hand slap. Is that fake, John?
Anyway, I was talking about Entertainment Weekly, the best cover I ever did in my life, and I've done some covers.
Sure, some good ones,
some
too.
good ones. But the best cover was Entertainment Weekly.
Oh my God, Spade is just goofing on you.
No, I'm not. I look over at Artie. I haven't seen him in a while.
12 years ago, they had me on the cover with holding a baby, and it said, "Who's afraid of Howard Stern?" And it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
It
Where's
was a
that
good-
kid now?
The kid's 12 years old now. Probably
Kid's in
has
jail.
Probably has that cover hanging all over his house. It's his big claim to fame. Right?
I
He's
think
like,
that's Dakota
guess
Fanning.
what famous guy raped me when I was one?
And you know what else is weird about that? I remember doing the shoot thinking, what kind of parent
I know.
puts their baby in Howard Stern's disgusting arms?
Yeah, why is the baby spending the day with you?
Showbiz parents.
Yeah, they probably got 5 Gs for that. You kidding me?
Yeah, but so what?
Paid
How
the rent
about,
at
how
the-
about all babies are cute, so they're like, mine's really cute. I'm going to put them up for auditions.
My kid could work.
That cover paid the
so
rent
cute.
at the Oakwood Apartments for 1 month.
First of all, you got to figure out all the parents. You got to figure out all the parents who were disgusted at the thought of me holding their baby and rejected the job.
They finally found one.
Yeah, I'd like to see those people.
Finally found one that said he's gross, but $150.
All right, Spade, let's see what we
Yeah,
got on
please.
you. Here's your notes.
I like when Jeff the drunk calls in and you're like in a hurry. Jeff, please, 2 seconds. What do you got? And he goes, hey, Artie.
Yeah.
And you go, Jeff, like, please, question. He goes, I left you a message, Artie.
What? Artie won't call me back. I just wanted to borrow $1,000.
Well, Spade, first of all, I want you to know.
Yeah.
What's with Spade's facial hair? What is all this?
What is
What's
it?
going on here?
He's looking older. He's trying.
Oh,
he's
he's in
trying to
Atlanta
get.
yesterday.
He's trying to
Hiding?
get. He's trying to get chicks who are out of their teens. What are you growing? You're growing facial hair.
I like how you got serious. You go,
Are you growing facial hair?
yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's just, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Because
You trying to look older?
I haven't been working on the show, and so in between you can do whatever. So Artie does. He does little experiments, you know.
Oh, you're experimenting?
Mustache is so weird, man. Like Spade doesn't
Is
have
it
a good.
weird?
You don't have a good mustache. You're like me. You have like a crappy mustache.
Oh.
And you look like a young boy trying
First
to grow
I'm
a
hearing of
mustache.
this.
Well, he's not bound by those 8 rules for dating your teenage daughter anymore.
And I don't know. I can't. Just like mustaches are weird.
They're a little weird.
It's just hair in the middle of your face. Growing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from the side, and it sort of looks like you're dirty.
Oh,
or
you
something,
like it?
know?
Thank
It's
you.
not-
I've been doing the Fu Manchu thing lately, but when you're fat and your face is fat, the Fu Manchu is awful. You look like that King Tut on Batman, you know?
Well, I think you're growing facial hair because you're losing the hair on your head, and a lot. Of
I
guys
think
do
it's
that.
more mental.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it's deeper than that.
Anyway, I just want David to know that, first of all, Entertainment Weekly is here to observe him being interviewed by me. That's number one.
So far, I really haven't hit the Richter.
So far, I don't see anything that good for your article.
I haven't seen much scribbling.
Not much to put down.
Howard did a very boring interview with David Spade.
I think quote of the day is going to be, Gary, my thing isn't working.
All right, here's something interesting that would interest everyone and also Entertainment Weekly.
All right.
All right. So David does a show for Comedy Central now called Showbiz Show, where he goofs on celebrities.
Very funny.
David is friends with Brad Pitt and Vince Vaughn. And
Do they know that?
I think they know it. How close are you to Brad Pitt?
David says it.
How close are you to Brad Pitt, honestly?
Brad, I was going to roll to Pakistan with him.
What?
Let me ask you a question. This will be be real. Do you have Brad Pitt's cell phone number?
I have a number for Brad, yeah.
Now, when you say you have a number for Brad, is it where like the general public, like a publicist?
I have IMDb.
That means he has Mark Gervitz's number.
No, if you had to call Brad Pitt, let's say now, okay?
I have access to BradPitt.com, yes.
Right. Would Brad Pitt, would you be able to ring up Brad Pitt on a cell phone? Or
Last time I called Brad Pitt's assistant.
An assistant?
Yeah.
All right, so you don't have like an inside number?
I don't think I do, I guess, now that I say it out loud, no.
How does one become great friends with Brad Pitt? Are you A-list? No, you're B-list,
No,
right?
No.
Are you B-list?
I don't know.
Honestly,
What
David,
list are
assess
you on?
yourself.
I think if you're a movie star, you're an A-list, so I think I'm a TV guy, so I don't think I...
Well, you've done film.
Well,
Done
there are
film,
TV
but-
stars that are A-list.
When you were working with Chris Farley, were you A-list?
No.
Because those movies made a lot of money.
No, those were funny movies. I thought they were, but
great movies.
I think it takes like Tom Cruise, like really, like Sandler, those guys, Jim Carrey, that make huge $100 million movies over and
Am
over.
I A-list or B-list? That's been a question on this show for a long time because I've been called I'm thought of as B-list, but I'm really A-list.
No, I would say you're A-list because you don't go do a lot of stuff, and you've got.
I have over
mystique. $500 million.
I don't have over $500 million. I don't.
Okay.
No, I'm not winking. I don't. I don't have $500 million.
No, I know. They
I can't get my
tax you.
hands
You're in
on
the
that
400s, but it's still a lot to people.
All right, so are you B-list? So how does a B-list like you?
I try not to.
How do you get to be
about it.
friends with an A-list like Brad Pitt? Where do you meet, and how do you make the move to get his?
Are
level?
they really
to be
friends? How
honest-
do you call yourself his friend?
Yeah. How many times have you?
I like
actually
how
been-
I keep saying I've never said it.
Entertainment Weekly scribbling. I like
I
it.
know.
Go ahead. We must be on a roll.
You know, I'll say this. One time years ago, like the summer of '98, Spade took me and Norm to Adam Sandler's party in Bel Air, and Brad Pitt was there with Jennifer Aniston.
So do you think the connection was made there?
And I don't know, but I remember me and Norm were like, "Who's that hot chick with Brad Pitt?" And Spade said, "Are you two even in show business?"
Is that how I sound? It's horrible.
But you know what's sad to me? Brad Pitt will be friends with a B-lister like you, but you would never be friends with a C-list.
Well, he's friends with me, but I'm D.
No.
What happens is, I think if you
you're not even on a list.
I think it depends on the people. Like Vince
seriously,
Vaughn
where did
is
you meet-
mentioned in that too.
Yes. Where did you meet Vince Vaughn, and where do you meet Brad
Well,
Pitt?
Brad I've known longer, but I've just seen him out because we did have the same management, so we'd go to the same things that were smaller. So I'd see him. Actually met Brad Pitt during SNL, and his family liked me and Farley, and he asked if we'd come meet him at the
Was he
party.
the host of Saturday Night Live? Is that why you met
No,
him?
he wasn't even. He just
would
did
hang
Thelma and
out.
Louise, yeah.
He hangs out at Saturday
So he
Night
came to
Live.
the Saturday Night Live party and said, "Will you and Farley come talk to my family?" They're like Tommy Boy. They're like whatever.
Why would he hang out at a Saturday Night Live party if he's
Because he
not on
was
Saturday Night
newer
Live?
and he was with Brillstein Gray, which is tapped into Saturday Night Live with Lorne Michaels.
I don't understand.
Basically,
any of it.
people just like to come to the parties, and if they come and they see people, so I think I met him then, and then I just would see him a lot, and then he got super famous, and then I see people like that on TV and forget I've even ever met him.
How did you get his phone number?
We just because he's kind of like a normal, cool guy. He's a fun guy, and
Have
if you're
you had
around
dinner
him, I
with
think he's
him?
cool to you. But not many people get around him.
Have you had dinner with him?
I've had dinner with him. Yeah.
Oh, so you may be a friend.
I had dinner with him and Gwyneth when I did SNL. I remember.
Was it like the dinner we went to, where there's a group of people, or is it just you and him?
One time during SNL, he was with Gwyneth Paltrow, and they called. Yeah, he called me to work and said, "You want to come down to Raoul's?" I think it was.
I can't think of a more boring couple than Gwyneth Paltrow and Brad Pitt.
Wait, he had me in the mix. It's a real snoozer.
It really wasn't a fun night, was it?
No, I went down there and they were cool, and he was always nice. So the interesting thing was that he was doing well, but he was still cool. And then when they left, they kind of whispered something to the waiter, and I didn't really know what was going on. And then they said, "All right, well, good to see you. Take care." And they got up, and the second they got up, it was a clear way right to the door with a maitre d' opening the door, a cab out front with the door open.
Wow.
And they went right out because right when they got a place, people started to get up to get an autograph, but they were one beat ahead of them.
Who's higher on the list of show business, you or Jason Bateman? I think you. Jason Bateman hasn't done crap. You've done movies, you've done SNL, and you're
Jason Bateman had a series.
Oh, that's true. All right.
No, he does good.
Well, maybe it's Jason Bateman then.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Might
trying
be
to figure it
leaning
out.
at the tape.
Don't overlook the Hogan family.
Yeah.
Wait, Brad Pitt's on the phone. Brad, hi. How are you?
Yeah, this is Brad, but I don't know this asshole.
Jesus, Brad, come on, be cool.
Brad is Puerto Rican now.
All right. So let me understand something. So you have somewhat of a
So we're
relationship.
friends, and then
now that he's with Angelina Jolie, do you hear
and
from
I'd
him?
known Jennifer because her mom lived next to me, so I'd see her before she got friends. Then she got friends, and she was always nice. And then we were pretty. I mean, we talk here and there. And then I went to their wedding. Remember that? And you had a problem with
that's
that.
right. Yeah,
That's right.
You
I had a problem.
Big
with
problem with that.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
How did you get to that wedding?
I didn't like that you were invited.
But I don't think they think it through that much. It's like, he was cool. Let's have him. I think they're pretty cool. They're very nice.
I feel like you spend a lot of time pursuing these stars. No, I do. I mean,
Like a
seriously.
stalker?
So
no,
nice.
he likes celebrity friends.
He's a celebrity stalker, but he's the celebrity.
He has, but he has a lot of energy to put into this. Like almost too much energy. I feel if he put this much energy into
Maybe
his
the
career,
most horrible thing you could say.
no, it's true though. I know you somewhat. I mean, we do talk on the phone privately.
Who's he stalking now?
It's not that he stalks people, but he puts himself in positions where he can party with celebrities. And
Because he's funny, people like him. Like when we were making the movie together, me and Dave, who he had dinner with like once a month was Al Pacino.
Wow.
Really?
Look at you.
You were friends with Al Pacino. Come on.
Well, David puts energy into this kind of stuff.
But Pacino thought he was funny.
Guessed it?
Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, there's now and then like you. Like you're not that interesting, but you're kind of funny and
I'm not interesting at all.
No, I mean let's be
I'm
honest.
not.
Oh,
But you get these people that are like.
Have you boned
secretly
Lindsay
funny.
Lohan yet?
Oh no.
Have you tried to get in her pants?
Is she here?
No. This
Would I
guy's
try-
got great stories of chicks he tries to get in their pants, but he never comes clean. Come
Oh,
clean
yeah.
today. Today's the day.
Is it?
Come on.
Entertainment Weekly's here.
Oh.
Yeah, they want to know.
Throw this guy a bone.
Yeah, I
Have you met Maddox and Zarooster?
Rooster.
What is the name?
Maddox.
Zahara.
I get a little jealous.
He's
of
got a
Maddox.
great bit about Maddox. Where's he from? What's that bit you do where he finds out she wants to go back?
What?
She wants
He's
to
like, no,
adopt him.
you're a fucking kid from wherever he's from. and
No,
you're
I
like-
said it's hard to get adopted, and then if you're from
Cambodia.
Cambodia, it's probably harder. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing.
Right.
And that's